Hi everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so how is everyone? Have you seen the pre-scene? Has everyone read the pre-scene?
I have
Yes.
gone through the pre-seen months.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, great. Is there anyone in the session who hasn't read the pre-scene yet? Okay, great. Okay, fine. So today, the agenda for today is we are going to first go through today's pre-scene, okay? I'm gonna decode it for you. And in the tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss some possible questions and answers.
Tomorrow session is also at the same time.
Yes, tomorrow's session is also at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, and it's going to be a 5-hour session, both days, today as well as tomorrow.
5 hours today as well as tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, correct.
And also, Archana, ma'am, since we got I am a VGLD student, we've already paid for the SPL classes. So the pre-seen pack, do
Okay,
we
fine,
need?
got it. Pranav, let me do one thing. You can text me, okay, because there are some non-VGLD students as well. Okay, it's going to be uploaded on YouTube. So, the VGLD specific discussion, I can do it with you over probably WhatsApp or in our channel.
Ma'am, same with me.
You guys can text me once. I'll let you know.
Sure.
So your number ends with 59718, right?
No, let me just, everyone see, wait. Let me share my number with you. Yes, my number ends with 59718.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just share my number towards the end as well, but it's the same number. Okay, and we'll take this up later, not right now, because we have multiple other students. Okay, now is there anyone in the session who has not yet read this pre-scene? And also tell me, how did you find this pre-scene? Like, was it easy? How was it compared to other pre-scenes, the previous pre-scenes?
Ma'am, I found it easy. It's like there are few things which are very much clearly like they have told, and we can prepare on those topics. So I found it easy.
Okay. What about the rest?
Same, I also find it easy, it's much relatable. I remember in the class you have shown us the cloud computing pre-scene, so that was really difficult, but yeah, hairdressing is very relatable. This I find it much easier.
Okay, great. Okay. Yes, actually, it's compared to the previous pre-scenes. I found it be a bit simple. As also, it doesn't need much research, right? Because hairdressing industry we already know, right? But there's some, and even though there's no other what do you call it? There's no other question paper in the past which has tested this industry. But I found this industry or the pre-scenes a bit similar to June 24 paper. June 24, I think, is previous. So how many of you have already solved the PVS paper? PVS is the Pet Vet Services paper.
Yeah, ma'am, I've done.
Okay. Okay, who else?
I've also done.
I have also done it.
Okay. So did you realize that some of the facts are same? Like, there's a possible question on franchising and JV, joint venture. And in the previous paper also, JV versus franchising was discussed. Now, if you see, there also we have multiple what do you call it, care centers, right? And here we have multiple salons. Okay. And in this particular DKK pre-scene also, there's a possible question on franchising versus joint venture. Okay. But the risk is the same. See, in the previous paper also, previous was a differentiator. Okay. And this company as well is a differentiator. Okay, there also we are one of the top companies, and we maintain very good quality service standards. Here this company is also maintaining excellent standards, so we can't compromise on quality. So joint venture versus franchising is a possible question. Okay. If you guys are texting me, please text me in the break time or maybe after the session ends. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
sure. Sorry.
Yeah. So now what we are doing, we are going to first decode the pre-seen and understand the relevant. Yes, Kajol, we'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. You know, I will give you a brief of the previous paper because previous paper is something which I found to be a bit similar to DKK pre-seen. Okay, previous paper I'm going to discuss with you. Now, if you check this out, this is the index. Okay, in the beginning we have a small introduction, and after that we have this hairdressing industry explained. Then we have Dennis and Coco, means the case company, D&K. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, these are my red ink annotations. Okay, I'll be sharing this file with all of you. Okay, now let's decode the pre-seen. Okay, fine. So we'll be starting from the first paragraph. So first we have DKK is a hairdressing business in Kailent. Okay, so we are into hairdressing. It's a hairdressing business in Kailent, which is a developed country with a stable economy. So from this, what kind of model can be tested from this information? Pestle model, right? So it's a developed country with a stable economy. Okay, this part can go in the economic factors of Pestle, right? It is the third largest business in the industry. Okay, so this is one of the strengths of DKK. So if they test a question on SWOT analysis, this is one of the strengths of the company. The DKK is one of the third largest businesses in the industry. It is a 40-year-old company. It has got how many salons? 50 salons. Okay, what kind of rating do we have?
Excellent.
Excellent ratings. We are a differentiator. Our hairdressers have what? Our hairdressers hold the full complement of HSA qualifications, right? Unlike the rest of the salons, it is mandatory for our hairdressers to have a full complement of HSA qualifications. So these are the strengths of DKK. So it is the third largest business in the industry in Kailent, and it has been established for 40 years. Now, this is the end of the introduction. Okay. Now we are going to read the hairdressing industry in Kailent. Overview. The hairdressing industry provides services to men, women, and children. Okay. So this is one of the ways of segmenting our customers, which is gendered. Okay. So later on, we are going to discuss how DKK can do customer segmentation, how DKK can do tiered pricing, okay? How DKK can do dynamic pricing. Now, what are dynamic pricing, tiered pricing? This we are going to see a bit later. The services are provided to the clients in shops, which are known as salons, by trained staff known as hairdressers, who are supported by trainee hairdressers known as assistants. Salons are managed by salon managers. Some salons employ receptionists. Okay, now tell me, DKK has receptionists?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we have receptionists. Okay, and these are the stakeholders of DKK. So we have hairdressers, assistants, salon managers. Okay, we have multiple more. So they can test Mendelov matrix as well. Okay, now what kind of questions are expected? I'll let you know later. Next is market structure. Hairdressing is a very large and competitive industry in Kailent, employing 2,59,200 people, just under 1% of working population of Kailent. So around 1% of the people of the working population of Kailent works in hairdressing industry. This industry is very fragmented. Fragmented means there are okay, what is fragmented?
Nobody in the market has a dominant position. So there are multiple small
There are
operations.
multiple small players in the market. Okay, no single company or no 2-3 companies together dominate the market. So it's a very fragmented industry, mainly because there are low barriers to entry. It's not capital intensive. Okay. Now this can go in Porter's 5 forces. Okay. What force? High threat of new entrants. So this industry faces a high threat of new entrants. Why? Because there are low barriers to entry. You don't need capital. No hairdressing specific permissions or licenses are needed. Okay, it is unregulated industry. No hairdressing specific regulations are applicable. So for this reason, the barriers to entry are low, because of which the threat of new entrants is high. Over 99% of hairdressing businesses are small, independent businesses with just one salon and a maximum of 10 members of the staff. Okay. The remaining businesses are either local chains operating 2 to 4 salons in a particular town or city or region, and national chains with 5 or more salons. No single.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt you. In the Porter's 5 forces, since it is written that hairdressing is a very competitive industry, so
Yes.
high rivalry can also come under one of the force of Porter's 5 forces.
Yes. Yeah,
Apart
that's
from
true.
correct, ma'am.
There are multiple players, so the rivalry is high in the market.
So that can also be among the Porter's 5 forces.
Yes, that can also go in Porter's 5 forces. Also, it is given that there are multiple other companies who are not differentiators. Multiple other companies have started mimicking our level of services, our services. So this is adding to our competition, and multiple stylists or multiple hairdressers have started leaving the salons and have started setting up their own business. So that is also increasing the competition of this industry. Okay, so all of it can go in Porter's 5 forces. Okay, no single business dominates the market. The largest 3 businesses are national chains. The 3 largest businesses are national chains, and they generate less than 3% of total revenue between them. So what are these 3 large companies? One is Halo Hair, another is Trims, another is DKK. Now these 3 companies together earn just 3% of total revenue generated by this industry. Okay, so this fact proves that we don't have a single big player in the market. Okay, even these 3 companies combined together, their revenue is less than 3% of total revenue.
Yeah.
Over 98% of the hairdressing businesses, have revenue of less than $5 lakh, which is below average business revenue in K-Lent. Which means there are so many players in the market that the revenue per player, annual revenue per player per salon is not more than $5 lakh. And $5 lakh is something which is average, lower than the average business revenue of K-Lent. 98% of salons earn less than $5 lakh revenue annually. So per salon revenue, per salon means per business. Okay, per business revenue is less than $5 lakh. Hairdressing businesses earn less than average business overall. The rest of the businesses of K-Lent, they earn much higher than the hairdressing business. Possible reasons could be, it is a labor-intensive industry, low entry barriers, so there are multiple players in the market, because of which the revenue per player is low. And there are many competitors and price competition exists. Okay, there's a price war and limited scale. It is difficult to automate it, right? Hairdressing services are mostly manual services. So if we talk about hair trimming, or if we talk about hair coloring, all of these are manual services, so it's difficult to scale up. Now there are 3 different types of clients experience offered by businesses in the industry. 3 different types of client experience. So one is the basic experience, another is good experience, and excellent experience. Basic experience. Okay. So, first of all, these 3 ratings are given by whom? These 3 ratings Basic, good, and excellent are given by HSA. HSA does inspection, I think, on an annual basis. They check the quality of service provided and basis. Okay, and basis this inspection, rating is given. Okay. The type of client experience, basic client experience, level of service is low. Only a small range of services are offered under the basic client experience. The hairdressers have basic skills and little experience. The salons have simple interiors and basic furnishings. Prices are cheap. Okay. The next rating is good rating. The level of experience is satisfactory, it's decent. Most of the services are provided. The hairdressers have average skills and average experience, pleasant interiors, comfortable furnishings, reasonable prices, neither too low nor too high. Then we have excellent salons, excellent rated salons. Premium level of services are provided, full range of services are provided, and highly skilled and very experienced hairdressers, luxurious interiors, and high quality furnishings. And the prices are high. Okay, so DKK falls in the excellent category, and we are differentiators. Now, talking about the top 3 businesses, top 3 salons or businesses, Hallow Hair is the largest chain. This has 203 salons, and it provides a good client experience. Okay, so Hallow Hair provides good. Okay, this sits in the middle, and the second largest chain is Trims. This has 85 salons. It provides a basic client experience. And DKK is the largest chain. Okay, it has 50 salons, provides an excellent client experience. Okay. In Kayland, there is an increasing interest amongst the population to look and feel good. Okay, so where can this go? This can go in Pestle. Okay, which factor of Pestle?
Social.
Social, right? So another thing which can go in the social factor is that the young customers, especially the youth, they want to get a lot of, they love to experiment with their hair color, and they love to get hair color treatments done. Okay, so this can again go in the social factor of Pestle. This can also go in BCG. Okay, but this is in general. Okay, it's not for a specific service. The chances of BCG getting tested is very low. Okay, it's very low. And this is fueling the growth in the number of hairdressing businesses. Okay, people want to look and feel good. Next is, this can also go in the Porter's Diamond. In Porter's Diamond, in the demand conditions. Okay, this can also go in Porter's Diamond demand conditions. That in Kayland, there is a demand to look and feel good. And that is why people demand these services.
Ma'am, it can be an opportunity under SWOT analysis.
Yes, it's an opportunity also. It's an opportunity also under SWOT. Now, what are the types of staff do we have? We have hairdressers. Hairdressers are who? Hairdressers provide hairdressing services to clients. They also supervise and help to teach trainees in the salon. Now, if you calculate the hairdresser versus the assistant's ratio of DKK, can you please let me know what is it? It is given somewhere down. Can anyone please calculate hairdresser to assistant ratio? I think it is 2:1. I haven't done a calculation, but I think we have a lot of hairdressers. We have more hairdressers than assistants.
On page number 7, we have like 390 hairdressers and 155 assistants.
Okay, so what's the ratio?
It's
like hairdressers, 2 assistants?
2.5 is to 1.
2.5. It's good actually. It's very good. Because, clients show loyalty to the hairdressers, right? We want a lot of hairdressers in DKK. So hairdressers provide hairdressing services, and they not just provide hairdressing services, they're also teaching and training the assistants. Now we have the assistants. Assistants are training to become hairdressers. They may be studying at college, or they may be working under the supervision of a hairdresser in the salon to learn hairdressing skills. They also wash clients' hair and perform cleaning tasks such as sweeping floors, which enables more efficient working, as experienced hairdressers do not spend time carrying out lower skill tasks. Okay. Salon managers spend a proportion of their time. See, sometimes some salon managers also know hairdressing. So salon managers spend a proportion of their time managing a salon and the remainder of their time providing hairdressing services, as they have training and experience as a hairdresser. Okay. So when they get time, they also do hairdressing. Salon managers of small independent businesses are themselves the business owners. Next is receptionists. Receptionists are employed by larger salons. They are employed by larger salons and salons known for premium levels of client service. They are not trained as hairdressers. They book appointments as well as greet clients, serve them refreshments, and take payments from them. Next is training and skills development. A range of training routes and qualifications for assistants are available in the industry. Okay, so in order to become an assistant, do you need to be qualified? Do you need to have a degree or something? It is mentioned, but it's not mandatory. So a range of training routes and qualifications for assistants are available in the industry, but they are not mandatory. These include college courses linked to on-the-job training in salons. Larger chains have their own training academies. Does DKK have its own training academy? Yes or no? No, we don't have. Okay, it's not given anywhere. So we are assuming DKK doesn't have a training academy. Okay. But we are facing a shortage of assistants and a shortage of hairdressers. So if we set up our own training academy, this can act like a recruitment pipeline for us. We can recruit these very bright students from our training academies. They can join us as hairdressers. Okay, we'll discuss about that later. So a range of qualifications for assistants are available in the industry, but they are not mandatory. These include college courses linked to on-the-job training in salons. Okay, so if you want to be an assistant in some salon, you can attend some courses, you can complete some courses. It's not mandatory. And larger chains have their own training academies. DKK is a large chain, but it doesn't have any academy. Okay, as of now, on the exam day, the things may change. So large chains have own training academies. This acts like an additional revenue stream. So if DKK doesn't have one, we can consider, see, our revenue growth rate is depleting. If you check the graph towards the end of the pre-seen, our revenue growth rate is declining. Our recent revenue growth rate, our revenue growth rate has decreased from around 6% to 1.05%. So if we want to maximize our revenue, we can consider setting up a training academy. Setting up a training academy will not just increase our revenue, it would also solve the problem of hairdresser shortage. Many hairdressers continue to develop their skills during their career. The training academies of the large chains also provide CPD opportunities for their hairdressers. Okay. So what happens here? The hairdressers of these salons, they get to join these training academies and they can get free of cost trainings. Hairdressers can also access CPD at conferences and seminars. Okay, they can attend seminars and conferences. These seminars are often run by global hair care product brands. Okay, so Lakme, Colormate, they often sponsor these seminars to advertise their products. And these seminars can be attended by hairstylists, hairdressers. In general, the more practical experience a hairdresser has and the more training they do, the higher their hairdressing skills.
Ma'am, what is CPD?
CPD is continuous professional development. This means training. Okay. So, sometimes sometimes companies make it mandatory for their employees to attend a given number of hours of training every year. Similarly, in this industry, many salons, including DKK, has made it mandatory for its hairdressers to attend some trainings. So they have to complete a minimum of training hours every year. Okay. So this is also called as continuous professional development, which is nothing but training.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Hairdressing competitions, both national and international, provide hairdressers with the opportunity to demonstrate their skills. Okay. So, national competitions are held, international competitions are held. The salons encourage their hairdressers to go and attend these competitions, showcase your skills, and win awards. And then these awards are later showcased by the salons on their websites to attract clients. So, hairdressing competitions provide hairdressers with an opportunity to demonstrate their skills. So, if in the exam they ask you a question on talent management, what is talent management? We'll discuss later. So there you can make this point that even DKK should encourage its staff, its hairdressers to attend these competitions, participate in these competitions, and win awards. Winning a competition has a significant positive impact on a hairdresser's reputation within the industry and with the clients. Some hairdressers use social media platforms to showcase their skills, engage with current and potential clients, and promote their services. So hairdressers, if you see Instagram, there are many hairstylists who show transformation videos, before and after videos. Okay, they keep posting reels, showcasing their skills. Okay, they're performing a haircut on a client, they're coloring or styling the hair of a client. So they use social media for their personal branding. And talking about DKK is yet to explore social media. We have a very limited social media presence. Now, what are the services which this industry provides? The first service is washing. They wash your hair, dry your hair, and where requested, styling hair, for example, creating temporary curls using heated hair styling tools. Okay, this is one service. Next is cutting, styling the hair by trimming or cutting it, perming, creating permanent waves or curls in the hair using chemicals. Next is coloring, changing the color of hair temporarily or permanently using chemicals. Straightening, converting wavy, you understand, right? It doesn't, it neither falls in curly nor falls in straight, so it's wavy. Okay, converting wavy or curly hair into straight hair using chemicals. Next is grooming, shaving and beard and mustache trimming. Okay, so this is grooming. Services are often combined. Okay, so obviously, I mean, we don't just go there for washing. Sometimes we go for washing and grooming, or washing and coloring. So services are often combined. For example, a client may have their hair washed and cut. Clients usually book appointments for services in advance. Okay. And they pay for services at the time of delivery. Okay. Advance payment system doesn't exist. Okay. Similar to hotel industry, some salons specialize in particular services such as grooming. Okay. But DKK is popular for all the services, but some salons specialize in only specific services such as grooming. Services offered will also be impacted by the demographics of the local population. Means, what are the expectations of the local population? What is considered as fashionable amongst the locals? For
Ma'am,
example,
can this also
Yes.
come under market segmentation, or the earlier one that you discussed, this particular different services that has been offered?
Market segmentation, yes.
So I just wanted to
Yes.
confirm that.
Means these different types of services, right? Perm and
Yes.
coloring. Yes. So yeah, so basis the type of services, like some people, they are they regularly color their hair. Yeah, so this is one of the ways of segmenting your customer base.
Yes. Okay.
Ma'am, I have a question. This
Mhm.
particular line that the services offered impacted by demographics. So can we add this in social factors under under pestle?
Yeah, no, actually no, because it is, I mean, pestle itself says this, right? That the society impacts, or the local, the expectations of the society will impact your business. So that is what is written here also. I mean, this sentence won't make sense, but you can read this part, that younger clients often want to experiment with color. And so there are several salons specializing in color in the major cities where many young people live. So this part, see, social factor itself means that the society impacts the businesses. And that is what exactly is written here, that services offered will be impacted by the demographics of the local population. So it's your call. Yeah, if you want to copy paste this, you can mention this in the social factors. You can mention. But it's a generic point. Okay. The social factor itself means that society impacts the businesses, the taste and preferences, the fashion trends. Okay, all of it impacts the businesses. And then you can mention that younger clients often want to experiment with hair color. Therefore, in a city, or in an area where a lot of youth resides, there would be many salons who would want to offer this coloring treatment. Okay, subscription based model can also be explored in exam. It helps with cash flow. It helps retain your clients. Now, subscription based model, you understand, right? You give annual membership to your clients. Okay, and the customer pays one time, and every year or every month, you offer them grooming services for free, straightening, some services for free. He pays in advance at the beginning of the year, becomes your permanent member. Okay, he gets some membership discount, he gets some additional membership benefits. Okay, so this way you get money in advance, so it helps with cash flow. Okay, it helps you retain your clients, because a person who has paid you in the beginning of the year, okay, he won't go to any other salon, at least for the next 365 days. He would avail all the services from you, because he has already paid you in advance. So this way we retain our clients, the clients become loyal to us, our cash flow improves, revenue improves, and we can do an accurate budgeting of our revenue. We know that this is a revenue that we have already made, so at least, okay, so this helps us with this. Small single salon businesses and local chains tend to be open 5 days a week. Okay, how many days a week we are open? TKK is open
6 days.
6 days. And the timings are 9 to 5. So small single salon businesses and local chains are open 5 days a week between 9 to 5. Regional and national chains often have larger salons. We have large salon, and therefore we have more staff, and may open their salon 6 days a week or for longer hours. In most salons, all the hairdressers perform all the services offered. Okay, means they know cutting, perming, everything. However, in the largest salons, individual hairdressers often specialize in, for example, cutting or coloring. So if you visit a high-end salon like DKK, there what happens, every hairdresser has specialization in a specific service. Okay, so you are offered specialization. hairdressing businesses derive on an average 95% revenue from providing hairdressing services, and the rest comes from where?
Selling of hair care products.
Hair care products. But talking about DKK, 94% of our revenue comes from hairdressing service and around 6% from retail products.
6.1, yeah.
Hairdressing businesses derive on an average 95% of revenue from providing hairdressing services. Some businesses also sell hair care products such as shampoos and conditioners and hairstyling tools. Hairstyling tools like hair dryers, and brushes. These retail products are only available in the hairdressing salons. Now, this is something which needs to be fixed. If you are a customer, you want to purchase these hairstyling tools and these hair care products, you have to personally visit these salons. You cannot purchase them through social media. You cannot purchase them from the salon's website. Okay, so this is a gap which needs to be fixed. No sales happen via website. This is wrong, right? Also, you know what? If you later on see, it is mentioned that these hair care products and these hairstyling tools are meant for professional use. Professional use means if you are a salon owner yourself, okay, so the salon owners, businessmen usually purchase these hairstyling tools. They are not meant for your personal use. So why would a businessman who himself has a salon come to your salon to purchase these hair dryers and brushes? Okay. See, what I'm trying to say that in these salons, people like you and me go, right? Now, we won't be purchasing these expensive hairstyling tools because these are meant for professional use only. Now, I don't have a salon. I'm just a client. I would highly likely I'm not going to purchase this hairstyling tool. Okay. Usually the salon owners or businessmen purchase these hairstyling tools. But why would then they visit your salon? They already have a salon of their own. So better you should advertise it on your website. Okay? Is this point clear?
Ma'am, one question here. Ma'am, like you said that these are very premium based products that we are offering them. So, ma'am, can we say that these might be purchased by individual hairdressers, not necessarily those who have their own salons, but like maybe who provide professional services to single clients, like maybe in the supporting industries like fashion or film industry, etc. Can that be connected over here?
Yeah, hairdressers can definitely visit their salon, but why would they visit? They themselves know hairdressing, right? So why would they visit the salon?
Right.
So better, why don't you advertise it on your website? Because otherwise no one will purchase. See, people will definitely purchase these shampoos and conditioners because I can purchase shampoo and conditioner. Hair care products I can purchase, but then why would I purchase these professional use only hairstyling tools? These must be very big or very expensive. So at least these, these hair care products and hairstyling tools can be advertised on website. They are frequently marketed as professional use only and hence attract a price premium. Okay, these are also expensive. The hair care products sold in salons are also used on clients in the salon. Wait. The hair care products means shampoos, conditioners. These shampoos, conditioners sold in salons are also used on clients in the salon, and businesses use a variety of techniques to increase the retail sales. Okay, I go for a coloring treatment. So basically I'm purchasing the colors also. These include in-store and salon window displays. Now, in order to sell these hair care products, what these salons are doing, they put them inside the store and advertise it there. They also do window displays. Okay. They pay commission to the hairdressers who recommend these products to the clients and give samples of products to clients. Okay. Now, it's a very traditional way of marketing your product. in-store displays and window display is a traditional way of showcasing your product. Given that your products are professional use only, it's better that besides window displays and in-store displays, you also showcase it on your website and social media. Okay? If you want to maximize your revenue. Also, another problem with DKK is DKK, unlike the industry, is not paying any commission to its hairdressers. Okay? We are not paying any commission to our hairdressers, which is wrong. If our hairdressers are recommending the products and the clients in turn are purchasing these products after getting these recommendations, we should give some commission to our hairdressers, right? Also, if you see towards the end of the pre-seen, the staff satisfaction has gone down. Okay, client retention has gone down. So maybe this is one of the reasons we are not paying commissions. This is one of the reasons. Okay. So one problem here is website sales is not done, commission is not paid. Commission should ideally be paid. Now let's talk about the pricing and the costs. In general, the prices for services vary in line with the time taken to perform a service. So if a service takes a lot of time, the prices for that service would be higher. For example, in general, prices for services vary in line with the time taken to perform the service. The price for cutting the hair is therefore usually less than the price for coloring hair, as it takes less time. Coloring takes more time. So coloring is expensive than cutting. Prices for a particular service in a salon will also vary depending upon the length of the client's hair and the skills and experience of the hairdresser. So if a very popular, very skilled hairdresser performs the service, then the price would be higher. If the time taken is more, the price would be higher. If the client's hair length the length is high, then also the price would be higher. Businesses can charge premium prices for the services of hairdressers who are highly skilled, who have a large social media following, or who win in national and international competitions. So, basis what hairdresser is giving you service, the prices are decided. So, if the customer is a budget conscious customer, if you are a price sensitive customer, you should ideally opt for a hairdresser who is not very popular, who is not very skilled. Okay, if you want low prices. Many salons offer discounted prices for the students. Many salons offer discounted prices for students and older people at certain times of the day. For example, Monday mornings are often not busy. Most of the people are in college, school, work. So Monday mornings and Monday afternoons, you can offer discount. Okay. On specific weekdays, you can offer discounts. Weekends would be comparatively expensive. So many salons offer discounted prices for students and older people at certain times of the day or on days of the week when demand for appointments is low. Okay, so this is just like happy hours. During the happy hours, you get a lot of free items or discounted items. So, this is a concept of dynamic pricing. So instead of charging the same price at all times of the day or all days of the week, different prices, the prices fluctuate, okay, basis multiple factors. The cost of labor is the principal variable cost in the delivery of hairdressing services and is on an average 50% of revenue. So let's say we got this haircut done. The haircut costs rupees 100. So 50 goes to the hairdresser to perform the service. So basically the arrangement, the compensation of the hairdresser would be fixed as well as variable. Okay. So they have a fixed salary plus some variable pay. The cost of labor is the principal variable cost and it is on an average 50% of revenue. The margin on different services therefore depends on the proportion of the time taken to perform a service which involves a hairdresser. Now tell me, a service which takes less time, not less time, a service which involves the hairdresser more, the margin, the profit margin would be high or would be low? Low. Would be a bit low, because if it is more time taking service, okay, you need to pay a higher pay to the hairdresser.
But ma'am, revenue, we
Ma'am,
also would
revenue will be high.
Revenue will be higher. Yeah, that's also true. That's also true. The margin on different services therefore depends upon the proportion of the time taken to perform a service which involves a hairdresser. Cutting and grooming services are low margin. Cutting, grooming are low margin as a hairdresser is involved throughout the entirety of the service. Coloring and perming services are high margin as the labor cost is low in comparison to the time taken to perform the service. Coloring, these services involve the application of chemicals to the client's hair, which need to be left on the hair for a specified period of time to take effect. Now, during this waiting time, the hairdresser can therefore perform another service for another client. So, see, the crux of this paragraph is very simple. The margin is different on different services, okay, and a major cost is the major variable cost here is the compensation paid to the hairdresser, which is around 50% of the remaining. This is the crux. The variable costs of delivering hairdressing services also include the cost of the products used on the client's hair. Obviously, shampoo cost, conditioner, chemicals, and also electricity cost, water used to wash the client's hair. Now, water in Kayland is charged for based on the amount used. So it's not a fixed water bill. It is basis the consumption the clients are charged. Clients means the salons. Okay, salons pay water bills. Now, this information can go in integrated reporting. Integrated reporting, everyone understands. Okay. Integrated reporting is a question which can be tested, and we have a lot of information to use for integrated reporting question. This can go in natural capital. Okay. In natural capital, we can mention that salons use a lot of water, electricity, and chemicals, and a lot of plastic waste is generated by the salon industry, and our water and electricity usage is very high, which is not eco-friendly, which is not good for the environment. And one of the values of DKK is sustainability. But are we doing anything to be sustainable? Yes, please let me know. Are we doing anything to be sustainable?
No,
no.
only 20% of the things are recycled.
Yes, only 20% of the waste is recycled, and DKK specifically is not doing anything to be sustainable, but it's given in the values of DKK that we want to promote sustainability. Other costs of running a salon include rent, okay, heating and lighting. They use bright lights, heaters, ACs. Insurance premiums are also paid. Marketing cost, cost of any hair care products, hairstyling tools sold to clients. Okay, so we purchase these shampoos, conditioners, dryers, brushes. So all of it is a cost to the salon. The margin on the retail products is much higher than those for hairdressing services. So this is another reason why we should focus more on retail sale, and why we should advertise our retail products on website and social media.
And ma'am, retail sales includes both sale of hair care products as well as
And
hairstyling.
hairstyling tools. Yes, retail sale is both of them. So the margin is higher than those for hairdressing services.
And also, ma'am, one question, since it is written that this company DKK is operating for 40 years, so can that point come under intellectual capital as well? Because in 40 years, it has earned brand reputation or brand
Reputation.
image.
Yes. So this goodwill, this reputation, this client loyalty that we enjoy, our customers are not price sensitive. Our customers are not impacted by, our customers are from wealthy background and they're not impacted by any economic downturns. So yeah, we are a 40-year-old company and we are the third largest in the company, in the industry, and we enjoy excellent rating. Okay, out of the three large companies, we are the only ones which enjoys this excellent rating. So yeah, this can go in intellectual capital. Okay, so now what we should do? In order to increase our retail sale, we should first of all advertise online and on the website. We should start giving commission to our hairdressers when they recommend or sell the products. Okay, if we do this, our staff satisfaction ratio will improve. Okay, just give me 1 second. This is not staff retention ratio. This is staff satisfaction ratio. So our staff satisfaction ratio will improve. Our client retention ratio will also improve. Next we have is critical success factors. Okay. Clients choose a salon based on factors such as price. So price is one of the factors. Okay, but it's not for us. Okay, our customers are not price sensitive. So clients choose salons based on factors such as price, location. Now, if you have done PVS, do you recall the PVS? PVS is pet vet industry. Okay, so in the PVS industry also, PVS differentiates basis three service features. One is the quality of service, location, and innovation. So here also it is given that successful salons are located in crowded places, cities. Okay, their hairdressers are skilled. So clients choose a salon based on factors such as price, location, skills and experience of the hairdressers, and expect the salon to offer a clean and inviting environment. Although a small proportion of clients will travel a long distance to their preferred salon, most clients select a salon in their local area. So this can again go in the social factor of festive. What does the society expect? What do they want? What do they prefer? What are their tastes? Okay, so you can mention this. People prefer salons which are nearer to their place, which are in their local area, which are not very pricey, whose hairdressers are skilled. Okay, so this is what the society expects. Successful salons have a number of characteristics. Okay, so in order to be successful, what characteristics do we need to have? First is staff must be skillful and experienced. Staff are skillful, experienced, and regularly undertake CPD. Now, please let me know, do our hairdressers, do we have these skills?
Yes.
Okay, like how would you explain in a sentence?
And because
Like
it's
our
mentioned somewhere in the pre-scene that all the hairstylists of DKK, they need to do the 12 months training and CPD continuous training, so we can correlate with that.
yes, and not just CPD, our hairdressers hold, it is mandatory for our hairdressers to have a full complement of qualifications of HSA. So it's mandatory for our hairdressers to have all the qualifications which are recommended by HSA. Okay, it's not mandatory in other salons, but it is mandatory in DKK salons. Okay, next part is location. Is location given anywhere? No, it's not given, right?
Ma'am, it is mentioned that they are into premium areas. It's mentioned
That
somewhere.
it is mentioned that they are located in the wealthier neighborhood.
Yeah, in wealthy neighborhoods, yes, right. Yes, so we are in residential, or we are near the residential area. So location wise also we are good, right? So locations are in areas where there are lots of people. So we are near the wealthy neighborhood, means it's basically near the people's houses. So locations are in the areas where there are lots of people, which encourages walk-ins. Now, do we allow walk-ins?
No, ma'am.
We don't. So this is something wrong, right? This is wrong. We should allow walk-ins also. Locations are in areas where there are lots of people, which encourages walk-ins. Walk-ins means clients who have not booked an appointment in advance. DKK doesn't allow walk-ins. If we allow the same, this would help us with revenue maximization. Because there's a problem, right? See, we are doing window displays, right? Now, if someone sees a product on the window, he visits, but he can only purchase the product. He can't get any hairdressing services without prior appointment. So he can visit, he can purchase some product, but then why would he purchase a product? It's meant for professional use only. Okay, let's assume he's purchasing, but then he can't get any service. Okay.
Ma'am, one question here, ma'am. If we say that we should allow walk-in, ma'am, won't this be a little contrary to the point that we are providing premium services? So if I am a client, I'm a DKK, I can market myself that we only accept appointments on appointment basis and not on walk-in basis, to just give that premium effect to all of our customers from that
See, this
perspective.
premium effect is not by whether we give you service immediately or we make you wait. It's premium because our interiors are great, our hairdressers are well qualified. We use the best quality shampoos and hairstyling tools and conditioners. So premium doesn't mean that you make your customers wait or you don't allow walk-ins. Okay, and you see our revenue growth rate. Where are we heading? I
Right.
mean, our revenue growth rate is just 1%. The latest revenue rate is just 1%, and 3-4 years back, it used to be 6%. So our operating profit margins are depleting. Our client, Our client retention ratio is depleting. Staff satisfaction is depleting. So when the rest of the industry can work with walk-ins, we should also allow walk-ins. Okay. There is one problem that the waiting time, obviously, we can just mention that the waiting time will be higher. If you are a walk-in person, we don't give you any guarantee of service, and the waiting times could be higher. Okay, this is one thing which we can mention. But then I think this is expected. In a walk-in, it is expected that you will not be given immediate service. You can be made to wait, or you may be asked to come the next day.
Ma'am, we can also link that there is a major problem with DKK is that most of the customers, they don't show up. So this is an opportunity.
No shows. Yes. Yeah, no shows are also happening. So our some of our staff would be idle. Okay. Also, see, there's one more problem with walk-in. There will be a lot of crowd, lot of rush in the salon. So in order to avoid that, we can use big data tools. We can use predictive big data tools, which can help us predict average number of walk-ins on weekdays and average number of walk-ins during weekends. Yeah, but we can have a selective walk-in policy in the sense that we allow walk-ins only during weekdays, not during weekends. Okay, so if our weekends are busy, or if our evenings are busy, if our weekday evenings and weekends are busy, so we can allow walk-ins on weekday till evenings, till early evenings, not late evenings. So we can have a selective walk-in policy when the crowd is less in the salons, or we can also in fact automate it. We can use predictive big data mining tools. Using these tools, we can predict average walk-ins during weekdays, average walk-ins during weekends, and basis this, if the walk-ins are huge, then we can employ more staff, more hairdressers, more assistants. This way, we will be able to we'll be able to allow walk-ins and we can maximize revenue.
Can we say that having a mobile application will really help this problem, because a prospective customer will get an idea that okay, this slot is available and now I can go, rather than just entering the salon just like that. So if we have a mobile app, there is more visibility to the customers.
Yes, yeah, which hairdresser is open or this slot is open. So, but that would be similar to appointment only, huh?
Yes, yes.
Kind of, right? So walk-in means, let's say I went to a shopping mall, but then I saw DKK salon and I just decided to get a haircut. Okay. So I think, see, this problem can be solved using big data tools. So let me just mention it here.
Ma'am, sorry, but could you please discuss what did you tell in this past 1 or 2 minutes? Actually, my internet connection got lost in between.
Yeah, sure. So let me just write, then I'll just explain.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can we write that looking at the financials, like big data will be a major, capital expenditure, and like we have to do a cost benefit analysis. We don't have IT staffs, and also it will be a major expenditure. So, what else we can suggest rather than big data?
See, they can ask you questions. Ek to there could be a direct question on big data tools, right? So they can ask you key, what are the big data pros and cons, and should we invest in big data or not? This question can be tested. Okay, I have this question in my list, so I'll give you an answer for this. But for this specific walk-in thing, big data can be used. Like, I didn't get your question. You're saying to increase walk-ins, what else can we do other than big data?
I'm just saying because it's a parlor, it's a salon, and our revenues are not that great. Plus, deploying big data is a huge capital expenditure. So, is there any suggestion other than big data how we can, take care of the walk-in part?
Okay, see, first of all, we are one of the third largest companies and we are 40-year-old company. So big data is not that expensive for a company like DKK. We have very wealthy customers. Okay. So it's not such a huge expenditure. Big data is not that huge expenditure. Yes, no
Got
doubt.
it.
We have to train our employees. We need to spend some cost on training. We need to purchase these expensive tools, software, but that won't be an issue. We are not a small company. Okay, and other than big data, how do we increase our revenue? That's what you're asking, right?
Ma'am, I got the point. I was just little confused. In case pros and cons they last, then we can write everything. If there is a direct question.
Yes. Now, how
Yeah.
to improve revenue? See, big data tools is one thing. We can also set up training academies, but that again is expensive. Okay, we can set up training academies and we can earn tuition fee.
Or
Okay.
ma'am, can we also say we can open franchisee for
Yes,
increasing the
franchisees
revenue?
is also an option.
Okay.
Okay, and let's say we have less cash flow. We don't have much money with us. Let's say let's say on the exam day, we want to do a major investment and we do not have any resources and loans are, let's say, not possible. Then we can do sale and lease back of some of our properties, some of our buildings. Like DKK owns some of the buildings, right? And some of the buildings have been rented by us. Okay,
Yes,
so the
most of
buildings
the
which are owned, they can be sold and leased back, which will provide us with some extra cash.
But ma'am, isn't that a non-operational activity?
A non-operational activity.
Like we are
Yes.
not professionalized or specialized to do that.
Yeah, but
That
sale
would
and
be a
leaseback
part from
can
our
be.
core
See,
strategy.
sale and leaseback is one way of raising finance. Just like franchising is a way of raising money, right? With
Yes.
franchising, we get what? We get a capital lump sum from the franchisee partner.
Ma'am, could you
So,
please give more points for the sale and lease back? Like, could you please explain the background, like how it can help DKK?
yes, just a second. Okay, Abhishek is saying we can allow walk-ins when other salons are closed. Because small salons are usually open only. No. See, Abhishek, it's not that easy because we don't know when the other salons will be closed. And other salons are usually closed on Saturdays and Sundays. But Saturdays and Sundays are usually very crowded for us also now. So we ideally cannot allow walk-ins during weekends. Okay. And we can't be dependent on other salons, right? There are many salons in the country. And let's say, Abhishek, there is a person who is a very wealthy person and he doesn't want to get services from other salons. He wants DKK. So why should DKK allow walk-ins only when the other salons are closed? I want DKK services. Okay. I don't want to try other salons. So why should I like it doesn't make any sense for DKK to allow walk-ins when the other salons are closed. Okay, understood. Yeah, you can use the main chat box. Okay, other chat box actually it's not visible. Yeah, so you were talking about sales and leaseback. Yeah, see, sale and leaseback is a way of raising money. You know, this company DKK has 50 salons, okay, 50 buildings, 50 properties. So it is given, right, somewhere that some of the salons are owned by us and some of them we have taken on rent, right? So the ones we have taken on rent, we are paying a monthly rent for those salons. Other salons are owned by us, right? Now, if on the exam day they tell you that we want to invest, let's say in big data tools, or we want to set up a large training academy and we need a lot of funds for the same, and we cannot take loans for some reason, okay? We cannot take loans. Then one option could be sale and leaseback. Sale and leaseback means you sell these properties which you own. Let's say DKK owns 20 properties. So what we do, we sell 20 properties to an outsider and we take it back on lease from him. We take it back on rent from that person who has purchased our property. So this way, what would happen when we sell these properties, we get, let's say, 1 crore, 2 crore rupees. Okay. So we have these 2 crore rupees now. This 2 crore can be used to set up a training academy. And then we keep giving a monthly rent to the person who has purchased the property. So this way, the salon stays with us. Okay. And I also get extra cash and I won't be needed to take any loans. Okay, fine. Is this clear?
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. I just wanted to ask, will these lecture be uploaded on YouTube?
Yes, they will be uploaded on YouTube. What's your name, please?
Vinayak, ma'am.
Okay, fine, Vinayak. Yes, Vinayak. It will be uploaded on LMS also.
Okay. Because I have to leave from office now, so I wouldn't be able to attend for next 2 hours.
Yeah, that's okay. It will be uploaded on LMS.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Your name is unlicensed room.
Actually, I just logged in from the browser.
Okay, fine. Okay.
That's why it's showing that.
Okay, so Rashida, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So we are talking about successful salons. See, you know, all of you can please share your thoughts also. Okay, I'll be just writing everything down. So staff wise, yes, we are skilled. Location wise, we are in wealthy neighborhoods, which is good. We are in close proximity to residential area, which is again good. There is easy access by public transport and car parking nearby. Okay. Their managers have good business knowledge. The salon managers should not just have hairdressing skills, they should also know how to run business, how to maximize revenues. So, this is one thing. Appointments are easy to book and start on time. Appointments are not easy to book in DKK. You need to call the receptionist. Online booking is not allowed. Website booking is not allowed. So appointments are easy to book and appointments must start on time. So no online appointment option available in DKK. So this is the part where we are lacking. Next is pricing must be transparent. Pricing must be transparent, which means there should not be any hidden charges. So let's say on DKK's website, it's given that hair color will cost you 1,000, hair cutting will cost you 500. So the total bill of the client must be 1,500 and not more. There shouldn't be any hidden charges which are not displayed on the website or which were not told to the client before his appointment started. So pricing must be transparent. Transparent pricing means prices are clear, openly communicated, and customers know exactly what they are paying for. With no hidden charges in hairdressing industry, customer is told beforehand, haircut will charge you 800, coloring 2,500, hair spa 1,200, total is 4,500. No surprise charges must be added later at the end of the appointment. High quality hair care products must be used. Okay, now please tell me, is it given in one of the values of the company that our pricing is transparent? Is it given anywhere?
Integrity is there.
In where?
Integrity.
The values.
Integrity, okay. So pricing must be transparent, and then high quality hair care products must be used. We already use very good quality shampoos and hair conditioners. Okay. I'm so sorry. We started at 4. Okay. So after 5 minutes, we'll take a break. Yeah. Some retail products have a strong brand reputation, which draws clients to a particular business. So let's say I use Lakme products in my salon. Now, if you are a customer who wants to use Lakme, then you would come to my you would come to my salon. So some retail products have a strong brand reputation which draws clients to a particular business. If a business itself has a strong brand, clients are more likely to choose that business over a competitor, even if the prices are the same. However, strong relationships are often formed between the clients and the hairdressers over time. And if a hairdresser moves to another local business, clients may move to that business too. So people are usually, because see, hairdressing is a personalized service. So if I am a client, I am not loyal to the salon. I am loyal to the hairdresser. Hairdresser leaves, I leave the salon. So this can go in social capital of integrated reporting. Okay,
Because it should be human capital, I guess.
It can be human capital also. See, clients, see why I'm saying social capital, because the business, what kind of relationship we have with the clients or what kind of relationship we have with the suppliers, that goes in social capital. Now, DKK enjoys good relationships with its clients because its hairdressers have good relations with the client. So in that sense, I'm putting it in social capital. Why not human capital? Because human capital talks about relationships of DKK with its employees. Okay, with its hairdressers. So here we are talking about the relationship with the client. Not relationship of DKK with its own employees. Okay, is this fine?
Yes, ma'am, understood. Thank you.
Okay, so this can go in social capital. Yeah, so now what we can do, we can take a break for 30 minutes and then we'll continue with challenges.
Ma'am, one question. Sorry, going off track. Can you please provide more color and more understanding, like hair
More
care?
color.
I mean, more understanding towards like hair care products will be sold to clients, you know, like the general public can purchase the hair care products, but the hairstyling tools can only be sold to the persons who own salons, because mostly care tools are professional in nature, like Dyson, etc.
Okay, let me just see. Is it, did they say professional use only? I think they said it for everything, like hair care products also. Let me see.
I mean, I guess hair care products are for everyone, but hair styling tools are, I guess, for professional use. Not sure.
I think they mentioned everything is for professional use, like hair care plus hairstyling. Can someone please confirm? See this. These retail products are only available in hairdressing salons, and they are frequently marketed as professional use only. Okay, so see, no, they don't say that you can't purchase it if you're not purchasing for professional use. You can purchase it, but it is marketed means it is advertised as if it's for professional use.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so but anyone can purchase. If I go, I want to purchase a hairstyling tool, or if I want to purchase a shampoo, I can purchase it. But they are marketing it as professional use only.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
usually the salon managers or salon owners purchase these for their own salons.
Okay. Got it. Hmm.
Okay, so hair dryers or brushes or curlers or straighteners or conditioners, shampoos, all of these, they are marketing them as professional use only. But anyone can purchase them. But usually people who have a business themselves would usually purchase them.
Ma'am,
Okay.
can we say that like in normal practice, for example, if I go to a parlor and I'm using a specific brand, like the salon is using a specific brand, and if they're selling it, so what happens is I will purchase that bottle, and even for small services, I will not go to the salon. I will do it at home. So will this be a threat if if my focus is more on selling the retail products and tools? I will not go to the parlor for small issues, small things. So it can be a threat if I have am I right? I'm just asking that.
Yeah, see, it's already a threat. If you see, it's given, na? Many people are following the step-by-step guide. They purchase stuff from market and they use it at home. They do it, you use it, do it yourself. There are some guides given and they just follow it step by step and do it at home. This is already a threat that this industry is facing.
Yeah, so we can write this as a substitute, like in five forces.
Yes, you can write it as a substitute.
Okay.
But then, like it's mentioned somewhere in pre-seen that sale of retail products is a high margin business. So it can be a threat if we see it in a negative way. But we can focus more on selling of retail products because it's a high margin thing. Two things are high margin. One is coloring and perming service, and another is the sale of retail products. So it can be.
Yes. Okay, so you are saying that if we sell it, it will lead to a threat.
No. If we sell it, it will lead to a more margins for us, more profit margins, and our operating margin would improve.
Yes, we are going to make this point that these are high margin products. Okay, so if we start selling them online via website, then our operating margins will improve, our revenues will improve.
Yes, because we should since currently 94% is something we are earning from hairdressing services. The more and more percentage we will try to increase for sale of retail products, and the better would be the margins.
Yes, revenues would improve, margins would improve. And you know what? It is also given that we have exclusive contracts with 2 international suppliers. Yes. Now, what are we purchasing from them? Is it the hair care product or the hair styling tools? Both. Are you sure it's both?
Yes, ma'am. There are 2 contracts, one for the hair care products and one for it's written that we have two exclusivity contracts, two very large internationally from two very large internationally recognized organizations, and they supply hair care products and styling tools both.
Okay, fine. So yeah, Rashida, now it's not a threat because if someone wants to purchase these specific hair care products and styling tools, they have to come to DKK because no other company in K-Land is allowed to sell these.
Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so it's not a threat. And you know what? Everyone knows how to shampoo and condition their hair, right? They're still coming to a salon, which means that even if they purchase shampoos and conditioners from here, right, they won't be doing it at home. And people who actually do it at home, they were anyways not taking our services.
Got it, ma'am.
And about hairstyling tools, I don't think it's difficult to, know how to use these tools. Like, see, brushes, hair dryers are very simple things, but these straighteners and curlers and the very expensive and big ones, it's difficult to understand how they are being used. So these are not basic styling tools. These are professional use styling tools. Okay, fine. So okay, so we can take a break. Then we'll continue with challenges. Yes. Any other question before we go on a break related to the PC? No, we don't have any WhatsApp group. Abhishek, I'll share with you a channel in this case if you want to join. Okay, I'll post it in the break. Okay, so let's take a break till 6:04.
Ma'am, this PDF would be available in LMS and
In LMS.
okay.
Okay, so let's meet at 6:04. Okay, all right. Can we start now? Yes, all of you are back. Yes, am I audible? Can you please confirm?
Yes.
All right, okay. So now we are going to discuss the challenges faced by the industry. Okay, we haven't reached the DKK section yet. We are still on the industry section. Okay, fine, guys. So we are facing a high competition in the industry. So there are very high levels of competition in the industry, principally because the barriers to entry are low. Obviously, you don't need much capital, like a room, a space, a rented room, and one hairdresser, and that's all you need, right, to set up this business. So principally because barriers to entry are low, the industry faces little direct regulation. There is no hairdressing industry specific regulation. General regulation which are applicable to the rest of the industries, it is applicable to DKK also, but then salon specific restrictions do not exist. The industry faces little direct regulation and startup costs are not significant. Okay. So this can go in Porter's five forces, which is threat of new entrants. Threat of new entrants is very high because the barriers to entry are very low. And barriers to entry are low because capital not required, low capital needed, and no direct regulation applicable, no licenses needed to set up a salon. Just a general business license is needed, but not a salon specific license is needed. Another competitive pressure on the industry is good quality hair care products and dyes, which can be purchased easily and relatively cheaply from the retail outlets. Individuals can use them in conjunction with step-by-step internet video guides to apply them successfully at home rather than visiting a hairdressing salon. That's true. We purchase hair color from outside, we apply it at home. We purchase shampoos and conditioners from outside, we apply it at home. We purchase these straighteners, curlers from outside, we apply it at home, right? So this is a threat of substitutes. Threat of substitutes. It goes in Porter's 5 forces. Currently, more than half of the businesses have unfilled vacancies. We have vacancies, often because hairdressers are leaving to set up their own businesses. Now, these vacancies take a long time to fill due to a lack of candidates with the required skills and experience, and because few people are entering the industry, which also means there's a shortage of assistants. Okay, so there's a shortage of assistants, there's a shortage of hairdressers. Now that's a major problem because hairdressers are the one who give services, and clients are loyal to the hairdressers. And this goes where in Porter's 5 forces, bargaining power of suppliers. So who are the suppliers in this case? Hairdressers and assistants, and both of them have a high bargaining power. Why? Because we are already facing this shortage of these people. They're leaving to set up their own businesses, and because of this, there's a high bargaining power. There's a high bargaining power because of another reason, which is that the clients are loyal not to the salons but to the hairdressers. So when hairdressers leave, the clients also leave. Okay, so this is high bargaining power of suppliers. Now, who else are the suppliers for DKK? Other
Now,
than
why we are saying the hairstylist as suppliers, they are our staff and employees. So I'm not
they are the
understanding.
supplier of services. So we have
Okay.
supplier of raw materials and we have supplier of services. See, we are not a manufacturing company, so we don't use much raw materials. Okay, here the employees are your suppliers. Okay, so for in Porter 5 forces, we consider even employees who are providing us with the main services as suppliers. Okay, so these assistants and hairdressers are the suppliers. Other than this, we have these 2 international suppliers. Okay, so yes. So when it comes to these suppliers, do they have a high power, low power?
High power.
Okay, why high power? You also
Because if we
Mhm.
agencies in the industry, so if I am a supplier, I have a lot of options from, and I know that if I have the required set of skills, I get a job easily at multiple
No, I'm asking why these
hairdressing.
international suppliers have high power?
Because they'll be
As they are
interested.
just 2 in number. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Because they'll be interested in the revenue which is earned by DKK by retail in the retail products. So they will have high power if this revenue from the retail products is not reaching a certain level. They might just withdraw the contract with DKK and yeah.
Yeah, they
And
can
ma'am,
cancel.
and they're just 2 in number, so they have the monopoly. They can anytime increase the prices of their product. Because they are giving services to premium category, and only DKK is right now in the market who is providing excellent services and in premium categories.
No, in the market, other than DKK, there would be multiple other companies who are differentiators, who are providing excellent services. Yeah, but
Okay.
in the top 3 only we are providing premium services. Okay. The thing is that if DKK is not able to meet the revenue targets of these international suppliers, then what would happen? They would cancel the contracts with us. They would give the contract to some other salon of Kayland. So they dictate the terms and conditions at which we get these products, these hair care products, and they can again cancel. If they cancel this contract with us, what would happen? Our clients, who were our clients for the reason that we are selling these hair care products, they were our clients for this reason. Now, if this contract goes to some other salon of Kalen, then our clients would join those salons, would become the customers of those salons. So we would lose customer loyalty, customer would move on to another salon. So this is another reason. So yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question. These two suppliers, they provide high-end products to premium salons. And as we know that 99% of them are small salons. So don't you think this is, they have the monopoly? Where it is mentioned that they are also providing to the 99% of the salons.
No, they're not providing. These two companies have allowed just DKK to sell their products in the entire country. So just DKK is selling their products.
Right. So we can say that suppliers have a highest power here.
Yeah. Supplier have a very high power because if they choose to cancel the contract, if you see our revenue is not much from the sale of these retail products. Okay. So if tomorrow they think that another company, another salon of Kalen can help them reach a better revenue target, then they would cancel the contract with DKK and they would enter into a contract with another salon of Kalen. So that is why they have a high power. Out of the many salons of the country, these two suppliers have chosen DKK specifically to sell their products. So I'm sure there must be some terms and conditions which DKK has to meet to continue the contract with these suppliers. Okay. So yeah, so that's why we are saying that the bargaining power is high. The bargaining power of hairdressers is high. The bargaining power of these international suppliers is high. But then there are some local suppliers also, right? Who are, I think, washing our uniforms and robes and towels, right? Now, they don't have a high power. I would say they have a low power because there are multiple washing companies available who will wash your clothes and who will wash the dirty towels. So, for those, they have a low power. Okay, they have a low power. So, see, these hairdressers and assistants have high power. Two international suppliers have high power. But the local suppliers who are washing the dirty towels for us, those are basically low power. Okay.
But ma'am, like assistants are in shortage.
Assistants are in shortage.
And since fewer people are entering the industries, assistants are also in shortage. So less number of assistants. So I guess the more is the bargaining power. We can think.
Yeah, that's what I said now. That they have a high bargaining power. Assistants have high bargaining power. Hairdressers have high power. International suppliers have high power. Local suppliers have low power.
What do you mean by local suppliers?
Local if you see later in the pre-seen, it's given that we take these hair care products from international suppliers, but then we, I think, purchase towels or something from these local suppliers, who stay in Kalen.
Okay.
Okay, so those are multiple in number. We don't have any scarcity of those people, of those suppliers. Okay, so they have a low bargaining power. Now, 3/4 of salons means 3/4, 75% of salons still use paper systems to record appointments. Okay, and hence clients book appointments by phone or in person. They either visit to book appointment or they phone. They call. No shows. Clients who fail to keep the pre-booked appointments are a huge challenge for the industry. Paper systems also make it easy for appointments to be double booked, which means the appointment is inadvertently allocated to 2 or more clients. Okay, see, one problem with the paper-based system is it is not eco-friendly. It uses a lot of paper. Okay, this is one. Paper-based system will lead to no-shows. Paper-based system leads to double booking. Double booking means in a single slot we are booking 2 clients, which means one client would have to be turned away, right? Because at a given time, a given hairdresser can only serve one person. So if 2 people get booked for the same slot, then one of the clients has to be turned away, which leads to negative publicity for this company DKK. Now, how do no-shows increase with the help of paper-based system? See, in paper-based system, what happens, if we use, do you guys know what is CRM, customer relationship management?
Like this software addresses the needs of customers, like it records a database of customers, and if their
Yes.
birthday comes, it sends automatic
Birthday
messages.
greetings.
It sends a
Huh.
reminder also, thank you note also.
Basically, ma'am, it's a software which helps in acquiring new customers, retaining the old customers, and providing personalized services to them.
Hmm. So basically, all the messages which we see coming from Myntra, these happy birthday messages or messages like, "Hi Archana, 100 wallet points are expiring tonight," or "Hi Archana, we saw last night you tried booking something, you tried placing an order for a blue dress. Do you need some help?" So these are customized messages which I'm getting from Myntra. It is not sent to me by a human. Okay, it's not a manual message. It is coming from a software known as Customer Relationship Management Software, CRM software. So, CRM sends reminders when, let's say, my appointment with DKK is due. Let's say tomorrow I have a haircutting appointment with DKK. So, today I would be getting an email reminder, an SMS reminder, which would be sent by the CRM of DKK. But through paper booking system, no reminders happen. They have to call me up for a reminder, or I may not pick the call. My phone might be switched off. Okay, so but if they use CRM software, if they do not use paper-based system and they use the CRM software, CRM will send us multiple reminders such that I would never miss my pre-booked appointment, such that there won't be any no-shows. See, why are no-shows a problem for DKK? Because a hairdresser was available from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. to give me a haircut and to also color my hair. Now, I didn't show, I didn't attend, I didn't visit in 4 to 5 p.m. I missed my appointment. Now, this 4 to 5 p.m. slot was booked only for me. No other client could book this slot. Now, this 4 to 5 p.m. is a waste. It's a waste resource. It's a waste, it's a waste chair, you can say. The chair utilization has to be increased. So, there was no utilization during this time period. So, it's a wastage of resources. So, we have to switch to online booking system or CRM. Salon operational efficiency is also negatively impacted by the lack of business awareness of many business owners or salon managers who have a background in hairdressing rather than business. These salon managers, they are themselves are hairdressers. So they have hairdressing skills, but they don't know how to manage the business. So they should have business skills, leadership skills, how to motivate employees, how to maximize revenue, how to satisfy the clients, but they don't have knowledge of these. They usually know hairdressing. Now, if you visit these local salons in your place, right? They are salon owners, but they don't know business. They don't understand business. They don't have any degrees of business in business. The industry's revenue is volatile. Okay, it keeps fluctuating. Okay, during wedding season or during festivals, they get a lot of revenue. The industry's revenue is volatile and is dependent on economic conditions, as these affect how much clients will spend in salons and how frequently they visit salons. Obviously, when there is recession, when people lose their jobs, when their disposable income drops, they will not spend a lot of money in the salons. Okay, so this goes in the economic factors. At present, Kayland has a good economy. It's a well-developed country. But later on, there may be an economic downturn on the exam day. Hairdressing has a huge environmental impact. Waste includes plastic bottles and cotton wool, but only 20% is recycled. Chemicals used in hairdressing services are often hazardous to the environment if not disposed of correctly. So, these hair colors have ammonia. Ammonia is not good for the environment. Salons use an enormous amount of water and electricity each day, resulting in significant levels of greenhouse gas emissions, including carbon emissions. So this can go in the natural capital, that just 20% of the waste is recycled, and salons use a lot of water, electricity, chemicals, not good for the environment. Next we have is innovation and developments in the industry. Environmentally conscious clients are increasingly demanding eco-friendly practices and products. Sustainable hair care brands which minimize the environmental impact are gaining popularity. This can again go in the social factor of pestle. Because there is an increased demand amongst the society, amongst the, what do you say? There's an emergence of green customers that we are witnessing, which means that the expectations of the society are changing. Environmentally conscious clients are increasingly demanding eco-friendly products. So there's an emergence of green customers. So the society's expectations are changing, and this can go in the social factor of pestle. So just in case it test pestle in the exam, you can write all these points. Okay, and you can also mention this in the in the environmental factor. In fact, you can write it in the environmental factors. See, it can go in social also, but we have a very specific factor, which is environmental factor. Okay, or ecological factor. So it can go here that green customers are emerging. People are becoming more and more environmentally conscious and are therefore demanding sustainable hair care practices and products. Sustainable hair care brands which minimize environmental impact are gaining popularity. Okay, so this can go in the environmental factor of pestle. Technology is revolutionizing the industry. Okay, so where can this go? Technological factor of pestle.
Technological.
Technology is revolutionizing the industry. Now, are we using any of these technologies?
We do have a website, but that website we don't use for booking the appointments.
Yeah, so it's a basic website.
It's a basic website. Yes.
Technology is revolutionizing the industry. Online booking systems remove the risk of double bookings. They can send SMS reminders to clients, reducing the likelihood of no-shows. Okay. We are not using online booking systems, but we can still write. Okay, because pestle means we are talking about the country, the industry as a whole, not specifically DKK. So online booking systems exist. Specialized salon management softwares exist, which incorporate inventory management, client information, and digital scheduling. Okay, so inventory management can be done with these softwares. Okay, the software will will trigger us whenever there is a shortage of raw material. Okay, it will place automatic orders with the supplier whenever the raw materials go down below the reorder level. So you will never face any stock out situation. Okay. Next is augmented reality. So do you know what is this? Augmented reality applications provide clients with realistic previews of hairstyles before committing to a specific look. Yes, what are they? What are these?
So like Lenskart has the augmented reality application, like the persons who wear specs can easily get to know before visiting the stores that how a particular shape of specs would look like. So there's some like AI kind of thing in an application which can be introduced, which would show different hairstyles on you, and you could easily know that which hairstyle you can go for.
Yes, right. Lenskart has this. So basically, it's an app. It shows you a preview of how this hair color or hairstyle looks on your face. So before you actually spend time and money, you can get to know how this look will look on your face. So even Asian Paints, if you see Asian Paints or Berger Paints, they have color visualizers. So with them, you can get to know how would this color look on your walls. So what do you have to do first? You need to first upload your house image, right? If you do not have your house image ready, you can pick from gallery. Asian Paints has its own gallery. Right now, it's not working because it's not a mobile app. Okay. So what you have to do first, you need to import the image of your house, of your walls. And then you apply any color and see how it looks. Okay, so this tool is known as augmented reality application. Okay, so you can have this in your mobile app. See, as of now, DKK, does it have a mobile app?
I think so. It only has a website. Not sure.
No, ma'am, no app.
Yes, we only have a website. Yeah, but so what we need to do, we need to have this feature, an inbuilt feature in our mobile app itself. So if you download this Berger Paints app or Asian Paints app or tiles like Kajaria tiles, Flow tiles app, you know, there's an option there. You just need to upload an image of your home, and then you can apply any color, any flow tile. Okay, so we don't have this yet, but yeah, the technological climate of K-Land is great. Okay, because this technology is available in the industry. Okay, so online booking systems, salon management softwares, augmented reality applications, social media. We have social media also in K-Land. Social media solutions and online loyalty programs or reward schemes, which are marketing initiatives which are designed to incentivize repeat business and foster long-term relationships, can be used to attract and retain clients. So if you are a regular customer, you get loyalty points which you can use in your next purchase. You get cash back. Okay, these days from Amazon now, if you purchase anything from Amazon now, they deliver in 10-15 minutes and you get to enjoy some cash back. Okay. Yeah, so all this technology is available within K-Land. So if there's a question on Pestle, in the technological climate, you can use all these. Okay, now don't copy paste. Please don't copy paste. Okay, just mention in very short, in just 2-3 lines, that online booking systems, salon management softwares, augmented reality applications, and social media is available across the country. However, as of now, DKK is not using, it's still using paper-based systems and not online booking systems. And we have a limited social media presence. Okay, and a basic website. Now comes the KPIs of this industry, key performance indicators. Businesses in the industry use a range of KPIs to monitor and control performance, including appointment booking rate. Now, what is appointment booking rate? Okay, let's see this. This is calculated.
Sure.
What happened? Yeah, appointment booking rate. This is calculated as appointment hours booked. Appointment hours booked as a proportion of appointment hours available. An appointment hour available is an hour during which a hairdresser is available to provide services. Total appointment hours available in a business therefore depends upon the number of hairdressers employed and the number of hours they work. Let's see this with an example. Let's say appointment hours available are 80 hours per day. How 80 hours? Let's say there's a salon. The salon has 10 hairdressers and they work for 8 hours a day. Okay. So we have 80 man hours or 80 hairdresser hours available or 80 appointment hours available. Okay. This means that these hairdressers can be booked for a total of 80 hours, a maximum of 80 hours in a given day. How many hours get booked? Let's say only 5 hairdressers have been booked, and that too just 5 hours each. For example, I'm just simplifying this for you. So 5 hairdressers multiplied by 5 hours, just 25 hours per day have been actually booked. So what is the appointment booking rate here? 25 divided by 80 into 100. That is 31.25%, which is a very low rate. Okay, just 1/3. Approximately 1/3 or even less than 1/3 of the day has been booked. Okay, so this booking rate is it's too low. Okay, this is the appointment booking rate.
It doesn't include assistants, right? It just includes only hairdressers.
Where is it? Just a second. Hairdresser. Just the hairdressers.
Okay.
Okay, just the hairdressers. So it is worth noting it's not assistants, not anyone else, but just the, because people usually book hairdressers, not assistants. Assistants are just there to assist the hairdresser. Okay. Okay, now we have revenue per appointment hour booked. Revenue per appointment hour booked. Now, how do we calculate appointment hour booked that we have seen before? Okay, appointment hour booked is this, 25 hours per day. 25 hours per day is appointment hours booked. Now, revenue divided by revenue per day divided by appointment hours booked per day is revenue per appointment hour booked. See, I've just calculated it for on a daily basis. It can be done on a monthly basis also, 6 monthly basis also. So those businesses which sell retail products to clients split this into hairdressing services revenue per appointment hour booked and retail sales revenue per appointment hour booked. So let's say the appointment hours booked is 25 hours. Same example I'm continuing. Total revenue per day is 50,000 rupees per day. Total revenue of the salon. So what is the revenue per appointment hour booked? 50,000 by 25. So what is revenue per appointment hour booked? 2,000 per hour. Okay, so it's 2,000 per hour. Client retention rate. This is calculated as the proportion of the clients. This is calculated as the proportion of the clients at the beginning of a specified period of time who have returned for another service by the end of that period of time. Now, what is the specified period of time? It could be 1 month, 6 months, 3 months. I'm just assuming 365 days. So, assuming 365 days is the specified period of time. So, let's say we are talking about financial year 24-25. And let's say on 1st April 2024, that is in the beginning of the year, we had 1,000 clients. In the beginning, we had 1,000. And in the next 365 days, which means period till 31st March 25, let's say old 300 clients purchased a service from us. Okay. So what is the client retention rate? 300 by 1,000 into 100, which is 30%. Client retention is given, right? What is the client retention? If you can see. Can you all please check?
81%.
Yeah, so our actual client retention is 81%. Okay. And then the last KPI is staff satisfaction. A variety of methods are used in the industry to calculate this KPI. And what is the staff satisfaction?
83%.
Okay, 83%. Okay, so are these 4 KPIs clear? Any doubts in this? Yes. Anyone wants me to re-explain any of these?
Can we say that the rest 19% of the clients, are we losing them every year?
There is 19%. So what is the 81%, right? 81
Yeah.
is our client retention rate. No, we are not losing them exactly. It's just that they are not repeating, they are not coming to us in this specified period of time. Maybe they'll come later.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe someone purchased our service today, but then they came after 2 years. We are not losing them permanently, but we are losing them temporarily, you can say. For that period of time, they're not coming to us. So let's say the specified period of time is 365 days. So these balance 13% people they're not taking our services in the next 365 days. They're coming to us maybe later, but not in these 365 days. So yeah, we can consider them as lost.
Okay.
Okay, temporarily lost. Okay, any questions? Are these KPIs clear to everyone?
Numerical questions can be expected in SPL.
No, numerical questions won't be tested. Okay, it's just that they will give you some data. So you should know, right? The meaning of, let's say, if in the exam they tell you that our appointment booking rate is this. So you should know that, you should know the meaning of this rate. Okay, but no calculations will be needed.
Do we need to carry calculators in SPL exam, or is it usually not needed?
See, you have spreadsheet option, right? In the response option, there's a spreadsheet option. So if you want to do any calculations, you can do it there.
Okay.
Okay, but are calculators allowed? Can someone please let me know?
Yeah, we can bring
You can.
calculators. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think watches are not allowed, right?
Yes,
There is
watches
no.
are not allowed.
Okay. But are you sure calculators are allowed?
Yes, ma'am. Without the feature of storing the memory or something like that, but they're allowed.
Okay, so it's better to take a calculator also once. Okay, but you won't need to actually calculate anything.
I just want a question. Both the normal digital watches, I know it's not allowed, but even normal watches are also not allowed.
Yeah, that's what I heard from students.
Ma'am, they are not
Rest-
allowed. I don't use digital watches, but still I had to keep it before entering the exam hall.
Yeah, those are not allowed. So they have a clock in the room. Okay, I think you can see the time from there.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's a timer on the screen, so it tells you how much time is left.
Okay.
Okay, now let's read about the industry body. Okay, industry body, industry standards and legislation. The hairdressing industry in Kalen is unregulated. Where can this go? The legal environment of pestle. It can also go in the threat of new entrants of Porter's five forces. Since there is no special regulation for the hairdressing industry, it's a low barrier to entry, which means the threat of new entrants is high. Barriers to entry and new entrants, they have an inverse relationship. So the hair dressing industry in Kalen is unregulated. There are no legal or statutory requirements for businesses to be licensed. No licensing, no special license is needed to open a salon. Just a general business license may be needed. There are no legal or statutory requirements for businesses to be licensed or for hairdressers to hold specified qualifications. DKK has made it mandatory for its hairdressers to have all the HSA qualifications, but it's not mandatory by law. So without holding any qualification, you can start a salon. Without having any salon specific license, you can open a salon. No specific hairdressing regulation is applicable to you. So these are the specific relevant models. Hairdressing businesses, like all other businesses in Kalen, must comply with employment laws, health and safety law, consumer protection, competition, data protection law legislation, and obtain the necessary permits and licenses to operate from the local government. But again, these are very general laws applicable to every other business. Okay, just a general business license is needed to open a salon, but no salon specific license, like no special checks are needed. So again, this is going to go in Porter's five forces, threat of new entrants, and in the legal environment of pestle.
Ma'am, in Mendelow's matrix also,
Um,
this local government can come as one of the stakeholder.
yeah, this is one of the stakeholders. There's a
Uh,
list of stakeholders given, and there the local government is one of the stakeholders. It's mentioned.
okay.
Okay. In addition, because many hair products contain chemicals which can cause allergic reactions when applied to some individuals, businesses are legally required to carry out an allergy test, also known as patch test, before certain types of hair products are first used on a client. Okay, it's a mandatory patch test that you have to do, and this can go where? This can go in the legal environment of pestle, okay, because this is required as per law. Yeah, but that's not relevant for the Porter 4-5 forces. Forces. I think I can delete it from here, right? Okay. Okay, I can delete it also, or you can write also that there are no special regulations applicable, just that a simple patch test is needed, and the general business laws have to be complied with.
But
Now we
ma'am,
have,
it would
huh?
create it would create confusion. We already have several points for threat of new entrants, so I guess we can remove from here the batch test threat of new entrants.
Okay, no, I would say you can just write that there are no special licenses or special laws applicable for a salon business, just generic business laws and just generic business regulation like employment laws and patch tests are needed. That's it. So you can mention like a simple
Okay.
patch test, and some very basic laws are required to be complied with. Otherwise, no low capital and no licenses are needed. So you can write this. So you don't have to read from here. I have a special question on this. Fortis 5 forces. So there I've included all these. Now we have the HSA, the Hairdressing Standards Association is an independent industry created body which aims to raise standards and improve professionalism within the industry by encouraging every business to join the Kayland Hair Salon Register. So HSA wants every salon to be registered so that HSA can inspect their service standards and give them ratings. So even though it's not mandatory to be registered on the Kayland Hair Salon Register, but HSA encourages the salons to get registered or listed on this register. Individual salons are then assessed against an objective criteria and rated accordingly. Okay, so 3 types of ratings are given. I think basic, good, and excellent. These 3 ratings are given. If a salon meets a set of minimum standards, then it is given registered status. No rating is given, but if you are meeting a set of minimum standards, then you are given a registered status, that you are registered on this Kayland Hair Salon Register. Thereafter, salons are rated as good, very good. Okay, it's not basic. Is it basic or is it good?
Ma'am, here it's good.
Good.
Basically, on the page one, the basic is basically the type of client experience we are providing. So both are
Okay,
different.
fine. Okay, fine. So the salons are rated as good, very good, or excellent. HSA is high par or high interest. I'll discuss this later. Only those salons which provide very highly skilled and experienced hairdressers, exceptional levels of client service, and exceed all Kayland health and safety requirements are rated excellent. A business size has no impact on the ratings of its salons. It's just the quality which matters for the ratings. Most halo hair salons are rated as very good, and trim salons tend to be rated good. Okay, so there are 3 main salons. Halo hair is very good, trims is good, and DKK salons are excellent. The HSA reviews the ratings on a regular basis. So HSA will check and update these ratings on a regular basis. HSA also provides a range of qualifications which are offered as part of college courses and in the training academies of larger chains. So HSA will make some curriculum on hairdressing, and then this syllabus is taught in colleges and training academies. Okay. But again, it's not mandatory. If you want to open a salon, it's not mandatory for your hairdressers to have these qualifications. The HSA hosts the prestigious and popular annual HSA hairdressing exhibition. Okay, HSA also hosts on an annual basis these exhibitions. The event is heavily attended by the press and key influencers within the industry. Celebrity hairdressers, such as those who have won competitions and those with, such as hairdressing competition winners and those with large social media followings, provide demonstrations. Hairdressing businesses showcase the skills of their hairdressers, and new hair care products and styling tools are launched. Yeah, so this happens, right? What happens with Lakme and other companies? They do promotion of their products, and they do some stage events where they call people from the public to come and join them on the stage, and then they give them a haircut on the stage in front of everyone. Okay, or they give them a hair color treatment on the stage in front of everyone. So these demonstrations happen, okay, and celebrity influencers join these events. Most of the staff employed in the industry are members of National Hairdressing Union. So what are these? Yes, what could be NHU?
Labor union.
It's labor union. Okay, so what kind of power and interest do they have as per Mendelo? And why?
So like it basically has high parent, high interest because it takes care of the need of the employees, especially the like hairdressers, and already hairdressers. Basically we need skilled hairdressers, and already uh, not sure that like why it's
Ma'am,
a high.
high power but low interest in day-to-day activities.
Yeah, high. First of all, why high power?
Ma'am, because they can influence, like, for example, any hairdresser is unhappy with their current employer and they may reach out to NHU, and they may then further help the hairdresser in resigning from the current employer or maybe in legal proceedings against the hairdresser. So, in that sense, high power and high interest, because that is a sort of union for the employees or the hairdressers. So they basically manage the welfare of hairdressers in the industry. So they would be interested if they are paid well, or if the quality of employment by the salons is up to the mark or not. In that sense.
Yeah, right. See, they have high power because, if NHU instructs, see, all these hairdressers and these assistants are members of this NHU. Okay, it's like a labor union. So when NHU instructs its members to do a walkout or to do a strike or to not report to work today or do a strike, do a mass strike, then everyone follows the instructions of NHU. NHU is very powerful. Okay, so let me give you this example. In Uber, in the Uber's case in the UK, the Uber drivers union, they won a case against Uber because of this. The case went to the Supreme Court. So the Uber drivers, they wanted what? They wanted some basic employee benefits. Now these are not employees of the company, but they wanted some basic sick leaves and all. So Uber said, no, we are not going to treat you as regular employees. The case went to the Supreme Court, and the case, the labor union, the drivers union won the case. Okay, and before this case happened, all the drivers, they went to a strike. Okay, So NHU can decide if the walkout will happen or strikes will happen. Walkouts, you understand? It's like a protest. It's like a retaliation against your employer that we will no longer work with you. We are leaving the premises. We are going outside. We won't serve you. Okay, so it's a walkout. So NHU can instruct its members to do a walkout. Okay, so that's why it's very powerful. Okay, its bargaining power is very high. And secondly, they have a very high interest because they, on a very regular basis, they are actively involved in, they actively take care of the interest of its members. Okay, they sign multiple agreements with the salons, with the governments. Okay, they on an active basis they engage with the salon owners, they engage with their members, so they have a high interest. Okay, in general they have a high interest because they are made only for the hairdressers, so they have high interest. See, unlike government is what? Government is high power and low interest. So government intervenes only if something is seriously wrong. But here, the NHU will engage with its members, with the salons, with the government on a regular basis. They have multiple roles to play, multiple functions to perform. Okay, so NHU is a specific body. It's not national government. National government will intervene only when something goes seriously wrong. But um, NHU works on a proactive basis and actively takes care of the interest of its members, engages with them on a very regular basis. So that is why labor unions in general are considered to be high interest and high power. Okay, now the industry section is over. Okay, let me see if we have any doubts. Okay.
Ma'am, one question.
Okay.
Can HSA be called as a trade union?
Can?
What trade union actually means? Can HSA be called as a business trade union? Like
HSA is what? HSA, wait. Let me go back. Yeah, you can call it, yeah. It is an industry body. You know, like where, you know, we have SOCHAMs. Do you know SOCHAMs in FICCI? These are the bodies which represent companies or industry.
okay.
So HSA is an independent industry created body. It is not created by government or by lawmakers. It is created by the industry itself. Like when all salons come together and form a body, so that this body can represent them.
So like I mean it's similar to like NHU only, right? Like in NHU, all the hairdressers have joined together to form an association, and in HSA, all the salon businesses have joined together to create a HSA.
Correct. You know, like, you know, chartered accountants, there's a chartered accountant union or lawyers union or doctors union.
Got it.
So it's an industry union, like all the salons, they have come together to form this body. So that if anything wrong happens to the salon industry, like let's say the government of K-Land, it increases the tax rates for salon businesses, then HSA can protest against it.
Yeah,
Okay,
on behalf
let's say,
of the citizens.
yes, so let's say it's a 10% tax rate for salon business, but now the government increases the rates to 20, 25, 30%. So then HSA can protest.
Got it.
Yeah, so HSA is industry created body, means created by all salons together. Okay.
Ma'am, the existence of NHU can also have an impact on the power of the suppliers when it is concerning the hairdressers for the company.
Okay, you're saying can NHU impact the hairdressers?
No, the bargaining power. If I'm talking about the Porter's Five Forces model, so existence of NHU can impact the level of power that the hairdresser as a supplier will have on the company.
Yeah, indirectly.
Yeah,
Indirectly,
so can we make a point on that?
you know, we can make a point on that, but I think we are making it complicated. Like,
Okay.
if just writing some basic points, you'll get marks. So no need to go there. Okay. Yeah, indirectly, but only in exceptional cases. Let's say, let's say all the salons they increase, they give us a very small increment, right? Salary increment. So if it happens across the industry, like no one is satisfied with the salaries, then they reach out to the NHU, and then NHU will do something, or NHU may convince the hairdressers to accept the rate. It is the best in the industry. Okay, so
Right.
NHU can convince the hairdressers to work at a small pay also, or at a small pay also. Yes, NHU can do that. Okay, but it won't happen very often. It happens only when this is an industry wide problem. Otherwise, not.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so this is the okay. Any other questions from the pre-seen till section 2? Yes, we have someone, Kurt, Gilbert, and we have Rasikash. Do you want to ask any questions? Okay, fine. So now let's move on to the company information. Yeah, so we have DKK. DKK is a hairdressing salon. It's a hairdressing chain in Kayland, providing a premium level of service. It was started by a husband and wife 40 years ago. So these two are the founders of DKK. Where did they meet? They met while working in the same hairdressing salon. And they decided to start their own business. So they met, they were working together, then they got married, then they set up their own business. Okay. The business has grown organically. What is the meaning of organic growth? Who would want to explain? All of you, please interact. Yes.
So if the business has not acquired any other business to grow, I mean, it has uses its own retained earnings to reinvest in the business, then it means that it has grown organically. Reinvestment of its own retained earnings.
Okay, but organic growth can happen through loans also. See, organic growth simply means that you haven't collaborated externally with any other entity. You have grown from scratch. Okay, on your own, like you did not do any acquisition, you did not do any joint venture, you did not do any franchising. You may have taken loans. Loans are not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, not necessary that you should have invested only your retained earnings. So loans are not a problem, but you haven't partnered with any entity.
Got it.
Okay. The business has grown organically and through acquisition of individual salons and small chains. It is currently the third largest hairdressing business in Kayland. The founders have retired from the company, although Dennis is the non-executive chairman of the board. At 31st March 2026, the business had 50 salons, 390 hairdressers, 155 assistants, 60 receptionists, as well as 62 staff in the head office. So obviously we need some accountant, auditing staff. So we have it in the head office. So what's the ratio of hairdresser to assistant ratio? I think someone
2.5
mentioned.
is 1. 2.5.
Okay, fine. So we are taking a half an hour break. Okay, and the session will be today's session will wrap up 30 minutes early, and so we'll do it till 8:30.
Ma'am, I have a question here. Like when I was reading pre-seen, everywhere, like if you go at the last page where the financial information is given, everywhere
Yes.
the year end is 31st March 20x5. But here it's written 31st March 20x6. I mean, is it a
Correct.
typo mistake?
I think it's a typo. Okay. Yeah, because in the graph it's 31st March 2025. So it seems like a typo to me.
Mhm.
Okay, but let's first read the entire pre-seen and let me see where else we have 2026. So do we have 2026 anywhere else?
I don't think so.
Okay, fine. So we'll see this. Okay, I'll see this once.
And ma'am, what does 62 staff like? What would be 62 staff like? Accountants, something?
It could be people who do accounting, auditing, the clerks, the accounting clerks. Okay, the people who sit in the head office, the PNs, sweepers, people who work in the head office, who are into management, right? They don't sit in the salons, they sit in the head office.
Even the board of directors can also come under 62 staff.
Directors, yes, maybe. Yeah, definitely. They're not receptionists, so yeah, they come under 62 staff. Okay, accountants, auditors, internal auditors. Okay, they come in 62 staff. I think, see, these directors are not a part of staff. You can call them as a part of staff also. You can.
I mean, like executive directors are
Executive, yeah.
They are full-time employees, so they can be called staff.
Okay, so let's take a break till 7:38. Then we'll continue with ownership and financing. Okay, all right, let's start now. Yes, can we begin? Yeah, so we were talking about ownership and financing. Okay, who are the owners of DKK and how does it finance itself? Yeah, so how many non-executive directors do we have? Yes, do we have any non-executives? Yes, am I audible?
Dennis is one of the
Yes.
non-executives.
Yeah, he is one of the non-executives and we don't have any other non-executive director. So we don't have a balance board. Okay, we don't have enough non-executives. At least 50% should be non-executives.
I mean, nowhere written, right? No? Nowhere written that how many non-executive directors we have.
Sorry?
I guess it's nowhere written how many executive and non-executive we have.
No, it's given.
Mhm.
The part where the board structure has been explained, right? There it is given how many non-executives we have. So we have just one on non-executive and the rest are executives. So see this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 executive directors and 1 non-executive.
Okay. So from creative director to HR director, all are executives.
Executives. Yeah. All these are executives. Chief executive officer is also executive and the rest, one person, Dennis, is non-executive. Okay, so it's not a balance board. See, even though we are not listed companies, okay, we are not a listed company, and as per the corporate governance, just listed companies need to have non-executives. Okay, but it is corporate governance best practice to have non-executive. So even if it's an unlisted company, it is good to have a non-executive. It's good to have at least 50% non-executives. Okay, now let's read the ownership and the financing. So
Is CEO also considered as executive director?
yeah, CEO is also executive.
Okay.
Okay. So Dennis and Coco are the majority shareholders of DKK, which means more than 50% are 50% shares are held by Dennis and Coco. All right. The remaining shares are owned by members of their family and several other private individuals. So majority shareholders are Dennis and Coco, and the rest have a small stake. Although DKK is not listed on the Kalian Stock Exchange, governance arrangements are consistent with good corporate governance. So they are claiming that they have good corporate governance, but I don't think they have a good corporate governance, because good corporate governance says that at least 50% should be non-executives. We don't have 50% non-executives. However, as a non-listed company, the directors made the decision not to have audit, nomination and remuneration committees. Again, as good corporate governance, it's good to have audit, nomination and remuneration committees. So therefore, a question is expected on the benefits of these three committees. Okay, benefits of these three committees can be asked. A new committee can be introduced in the exam. For example, risk committee or maybe sustainability committee. So you can be asked to explain the benefits of these two committees. Okay, I'll give you the answers for this. An internal auditor reports to the finance director. Okay. As per the best corporate governance, the internal auditor must report to the audit committee. If audit committee is absent, then the auditor should, internal auditor should report to the board of directors, means to the entire board, but not to the finance director. Now, anyone wants to explain why we should not do reporting to finance director?
Ma'am, because a finance director is a part of the management, and this will undue influence the auditor, and auditor will not be able to give uh, a unbiased opinion. And especially if he's auditing the finance department, he will not be able to raise the concerns because he's reporting to the finance director.
Yeah, because see, if there are weaknesses in the financial controls, then maybe the finance director was involved in the same. Maybe he wanted to commit frauds, because of which he has weakened the controls. So if the internal auditor reports to finance director would want him to silence. He would want to silence the internal auditor. So internal auditor then would not be independent and objective. He would be working under threat, under pressure from the finance director. So we want the internal auditor to work independently without any fear. So it's best that he reports to audit committee. But if audit committee is absent, then to the rest of the board. Now, who are the key stakeholders of the company? The key stakeholders are, first we have shareholders. So Dennis and Coco are majority shareholders. Okay, they have a high power and a high interest. Then we have the board of directors. Again, high power, high interest. Staff. Staff means the hairdressers, receptionist, clients, suppliers. Suppliers means we know the suppliers. The HSA. Okay, the HSA, Hairdressing Association. I'll discuss the power levels later. Government, national and local government, local communities, National Hairdressing Union. Okay. So these are the various stakeholders of the company. Okay. And there may be a question on stakeholder management. How to manage all these stakeholders? This is an expected question. I'll give you the answers. Next, what do we have? We have the board and organizational structure. The structure of DKK's board is as follows. We have a non-executive chairman. The chief executive officer is an executive director. He reports to non-executive chairman. Then we have creative directors, finance director, operations director, marketing, human resource director. IT director is missing. See, we already have a limited social media presence. We haven't adopted any CRM or big data tools. We do not have any online booking systems. Neither do we have any augmented reality applications. So an IT director or a chief information officer, chief technological officer is needed. Okay, then DKK salons are divided into 5 regions.
Sorry to interrupt you. One question. So, since training of employees is also very necessary in this type of industry, training of hairdressers, so that activity would be taken care of HR director, right? We don't need to employ any other director, for example, training and development director, something like that.
HR takes care of the training. HR or the operations director.
Okay.
Yeah, but we need an IT director.
Yeah, that's correct.
So DKK salons are divided into 5 regions, with each region having a regional manager who reports to the operations director. Salons are managed by salon managers who split their time between hairdressing and management. So they have some hairdressing skills. So they also do hairdressing at times and then business management. They report to and are closely controlled by a regional manager and hence have relatively little autonomy. So these salon managers are reporting to the regional managers to the operations director, and salon managers have little autonomy. So, if they ask you a question on cultural web, we can mention in the part structure. Okay, so how many of you know cultural web? Cultural web is stories.
Yes.
Okay, part structure, control systems,
Organization
paradigm,
structure, rituals.
organizational
Rituals and
structure,
routine.
rituals and
Stories.
routines.
Symbols.
Okay, symbols.
Stories
Okay,
and myths.
stories and myths. Yeah, so this can go in the part structure that salon managers, they have business knowledge, they understand business, they understand hairdressing. So they should have some autonomy, they should have some decision making power, which is missing. So this is not representative of a good culture. Okay. So this can go in the part structure of the cultural web. DKK has a policy of internal promotion to the position of salon manager wherever possible. So DKK believes more in internal hiring than external hiring, which is good. So this would help in talent management. Okay, so if later on in the exam we are asked to do talent management, how many of you understand talent management?
It deals with developing the employees so that they can look for succession planning and developing their skills furthermore.
Yeah, so it's attracting, retaining, and developing talent. Okay, so we are doing succession planning here. Okay, we are promoting our internal staff, and we are promoting them to the position of salon manager. So this is a good step. Next is brand position. When Dennis and Coco started their business, they wanted to provide their clients with a more luxurious experience than was available in other salons, believing there was a gap in the market for a premium offering. Features of DKK's offering which continue to differentiate it. So they are differentiators. Okay, from this sentence we get to know that they are differentiators. Features of its offering which continue to differentiate it from the two largest chains in K-Land include luxurious salons with premium facilities in prime locations in wealthy neighborhoods of towns and cities across K-Land. Now, if you can recall in the previous section, industry section, it is given that in order to be successful, these are the following features which these salons should have. So one feature was location. So location wise, we are good. We are near the residential area. We are near the wealthy residential area, which is good for our business. Then high quality personalized client service. We have expert hairdressers who are required by DKK to hold the full complement of HSA qualifications and meet high standards for CPD every 12 months. Now see this. We are very strict, even though HSA doesn't say that you have to, your hairdressers need to have full qualifications and you need to train them every 12 months. It's not mandatory, but then since we are differentiators, we are trying to ensure that all our hairdressers have all the HSA qualifications and they get regular trainings every 12 months. Okay, fine. Full complement means stylists must possess all required professional qualifications or certifications, not just basic training of trimming and all, but expert qualifications. Then we also have exclusive product partnerships with prestigious brands. So here, what is it? What do they mean here? Those international suppliers, right? Those two contracts which we have with the international suppliers. So we have exclusive product partnerships with these international suppliers, as per which only DKK is allowed to sell these products in the KN market. No other salon gets the right to sell these products. Okay, now where does this go? If I ask you in integrated reporting, where does this information go?
Intellectual capital.
Intellectual capital. And where does this go? This one.
Human capital.
Human capital and high quality personalized client service. Okay, fine. This can go in social capital. Okay, we maintain good relations with the with the clients, and luxurious salons with premium facilities. Okay, I think this is reputation.
Manufactured capital.
Manufactured capital. Okay, so this goes in manufactured capital. Our salons have great facilities, luxury ambience, great decors, interiors. So this goes in into, what do you call it? Manufactured capital.
And
Now-
also it can these are the strengths. Like if SWOT analysis come, these are the strengths of the company.
Yeah, these are the strengths.
The training requirement can also come under talent management.
Talent management is a separate question. So this can go in talent management also. So I was just saying that in case they test integrated reporting, so under which capital we are going to mention this information. So this goes in talent management also. Okay, fine, clear. This goes in talent management also. See, this information can go in multiple models. Currently, I was just talking about integrated reporting. Okay, so there it goes in human capital. Now they're telling us, although an expanding regional chain as well as an increasing number of individual salons are now successfully replicating some or all aspects of DKK's offering. So this goes to threat of substitutes. Substitutes, you can say, or see, it is substitutes for the customers. Okay, it is substitute for the customer. It is a competition. So it's your call. You can write it in substitutes also, or you can mention this in existing
Right.
rivalry also, threat of new entrants also. It's your call. It is still the most well-known premium hairdressing brand in Kayland, and loyalty to the brand is strong. So client loyalty is strong. This goes in the social capital of integrated reporting. Its clients who tend to be from the wealthiest demographic of Kayland's population are willing and able to pay a premium price for its services. Given this client base, DKK is more immune to downturns in the Kayland economy than most hairdressing businesses. Okay, I'll explain this later. The clients have a low to medium power and a high interest. I'll explain this later, okay, when we discuss mental.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. In
Okay, let's do a question and answer. Yeah. Yes.
In social capital of integrated reporting, like who will come? One is customers. Who else can come under social capital?
Relationship of the company with the rest of the world, basically, other than employees. It could be relationships with customer, government, HSA, NHU, regulatory body, environmental groups.
Okay,
With everyone, other than the humans, other than the employees.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, any other question from here? Okay, services and products. Yeah, today the session will end in 30 minutes, okay, till 8:30. So DKK salons open between 9 to 5, Monday to Saturday. Included in DKK's premium client service is free of charge in-depth consultations offered to new clients in advance of their appointment, which is one reason for DKK Salon's excellent grading from the HSA. You know, before we give service to the client, we do a one-on-one, a consultation session with them, where we understand their expectations, understand their hair type, hair texture, their expectation. These consultations are given free of cost to everyone, to all the clients, new clients as well as old clients. These consultations gives the clients the opportunity to chat to their hairdresser face to face about their hair and how they want it to look, and for the hairdresser to assess their hair type and provide personalized advice. Regular clients have shorter consultations at the start of their appointment. DKK does not accept any walk-in appointments. Walk-in appointments should be allowed, just like the rest of the industry, to maximize revenue. So basically, in the social capital, you can also mention about the consultation part. Okay. So please mention the consultation. I think we can mention this in the social capital. So consultation bit I'm putting in the social capital of integrated reporting. This is how we get to know our clients better and we develop personalized relationships with them. And because of this consultation, we have been awarded. This is one of the reasons why we have been awarded the excellent rating by the HSC. Okay, fine. Now, as well as consultations and personalized services, DKK's services include, according to its marketing literature, haircuts tailored to specific hair types and textures, customized coloring, perming and straightening with greatest care, specialized hair care products, top quality premium hairstyling tools. Okay, fine. So these are our services. Is there any service which we are not providing? Okay, we are doing haircuts, coloring, perming, straightening. We're not doing grooming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was grooming exactly?
I'm shaving
beard
beard and
trimming.
mustache.
Okay. Yeah, we are not doing grooming. We need to understand why. Because this is a male-oriented service, so why are we not doing this? Because we are serving all the genders, right? We are serving males, females, children. Okay, DKK is not providing any grooming service. All the DKK salons are able to offer the full range of services. No, we are saying full range of service, then why are we not providing grooming service? All DKK salons are able to offer the full range of services as the number of staff in each salon and their skill set is approximately the same. DKK has exclusivity contracts with two very large internationally recognized organizations which supply hairdressing businesses around the world. Okay, one contract is for the supply of hair care products and one is for styling tools. These exclusivity rights mean that only DKK can sell these items in K-Lent. So this is nothing but the intellectual capital of integrated reporting. Okay. And you know what? This can also to some extent go in the social capital because we have good relations with these two international suppliers because of which we have been given these exclusivity contracts. Okay. So this can also go apart from intellectual, this can also go in the social capital. The products are popular with the clients and DKK aims to obtain 6.2% of its total revenue from retail sales. This is the target. It achieved this KPI for 15 consecutive years until the proportion dropped to 6.1 in the 12 months to 31st March 25. You know, the previous March 26 must be 25. Previously, they mentioned March 26. So, the aim was 6.2%. This dropped to 6.1%. The business expects its hairdressers to make hair care product recommendations to all the clients, but there is no commission for hairdressers on retail sales. So this is industry practice to offer commission. Why is DKK not offering commission? This needs to be seen. Okay. Now our staff satisfaction has gone down, client retention has gone down, revenue growth rate has gone down. Okay, one reason could be our revenue from these retail sale has gone down because we are not giving commission to the hairdressers. So hairdressers have stopped recommending these products to the clients. The close relationships DKK hairdressers build with their clients and the trust their clients put in them ensures recommended products are usually purchased. So where does this go? Social capital. Okay, there's a strong connection as well as selling the products to clients. Individuals who are not clients also visit the salons to purchase these products. Tasteful window displays ensure those passing DKK salons who are not clients are aware of the quality products available. DKK owns the buildings of some of its salons but rents most of them. The salons are a key component of the overall premium service offering, and the size, layout, and the internal decoration and fixtures and fittings of each is similar. Premium facilities of DKK salons include their luxury reception areas, where clients are personally welcomed by receptionists, offered refreshments while they wait for their appointment, and where they can browse the retail products available. So where does this go? Manufactured capital. Okay, so you can explain the features, the facilities we have in the salons. DKK aims to refurbish salons. Refurbishment here is replacing or repairing fixtures, fittings, paint, and decorate walls and so on approximately every 3 years. Okay, now have you solved the level paper? So level is a hotel industry and there also refurbishment is done every 10 years. Okay. Now refurbishment is a huge expense. So if you don't want to take loans, then sale and lease back is also an option, right? So sale and lease back is a source of finance for any investment, maybe in refurbishment or otherwise on the exam day. Okay, so sale and lease back is also an option. Okay, so maybe we need money for refurbishment on the exam day, or we need money for big data investment or AI or mobile app, or we want to improve our website.
Ma'am, one question, like at the top it's written, all DKK salons are able to offer the full range of services. Maybe it can be a type where that DKK doesn't provide, like DKK provides grooming services, but it's not written over there.
Yes.
Well, in the line itself, it's written that DKK salons are able to offer the full range of services. So I
Yeah,
guess.
I also think it's a typo. Like it's a mistake. It's a printing mistake. Yeah, can you check once? Because maybe, I've converted PDF to Word. So can you just check your PDF?
No, in my PDF also grooming service is not there.
It seems like a printing mistake.
And also, have you checked like 31st March 20x6 also seems to be a typo error.
It seems like a typo. Right. Okay, so in order to book an appointment, you need to visit the salon in person or call the receptionist. Okay, then this is missing actually in my, let me open the PDF. Okay, so I'll just give a brief. So consultation is given to the existing clients also and to the new clients also. New clients get an in-depth consultation, a longer consultation than existing clients. Okay, The hairdressers recommend products to the visitors, and then the visitors check out. Okay, next is suppliers and costs. As well as the 2 exclusivity contracts for hair care products and styling tools, DKK sources branded uniforms, towels and robes from a supplier based outside Kayland. Okay, so where is it written that these exclusivity contracts are with the international suppliers? Is it given?
It is just mentioned internationally recognized organizations, but it does not talk about the location of the suppliers.
Okay. DKK has exclusivity contracts with 2 very large internationally recognized organizations. Okay, so it's not given anywhere that these products are coming from outside Kayland. Okay. So as well as the 2 exclusivity contracts for hair care products and styling tools, DKK sources branded uniforms, towels, ropes from a supplier based outside Kayland. Okay, this we are getting from outside Kayland, and the rest probably is coming from within Kayland. Okay, these hair care products and tools. Now, what is the problem with this? This is not eco-friendly and against our sustainability values. Okay, since this requires fuel cost because it is coming from outside Kayland. Okay, also we are not supporting local businessmen. Okay, we are not supporting, we are not doing any local sourcing, so we are not giving livelihood to local businessmen. We can be eco-friendly and save transportation cost if we do local sourcing. Also, there is a foreign exchange fluctuation risk in the case of if we import from outside Kayland. Okay. Also, since we are not using inventory management software, okay, we are placing orders manually. We do not have a software which automatically places orders. So this could lead to stock out if we do not get notified on time about the low inventory levels. And then since it is coming from outside Kayland, it takes its own time. So the lead time could be high. If we purchase locally, we are also providing employment to local businessmen, which is good for local community and society. And it is one of the, if you please check the values of DKK. Okay. There is a value, right?
Yes, ma'am, of citizenship, of providing value to the society.
Of providing what? Welfare.
Ma'am, adding value to the society. They have termed it as citizenship.
Yeah, so this is again against our citizenship values. We are not providing any livelihood to the local businessmen. Okay, see all of this is in red ink. So this is these are my annotations. Now individual salons contract with local small laundry businesses. Individual salons contract with local small laundry businesses which collect towels and ropes at the end of each day and return them washed, dried, and ironed a few days later. So which is good. Okay, this is eco-friendly. Eco-friendly, why? Because we are getting this done from outside. Like we are getting this done locally. Okay. And this is also providing livelihood to the local businessmen. Fine. So this is in sync with our citizenship values. Okay, this supports our citizenship values. So I would write, this is first of all sustainable. and supports our sustainability and citizenship values. This is good. So now please remember, we have 2 suppliers who are supplying us with hair care and hair styling products. We don't know we are importing it from within K-Land or outside K-Land. We don't have this information. We have one supplier who is doing the washing, ironing for us, which is a local supplier. And then we have one supplier based outside K-Land, from which we are sourcing uniforms, towels, ropes. Yes. Now, if you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Ma'am, if we interpret the line like as well as the 2 exclusivity contracts for hair care products, DKK sources brand uniforms and towels and ropes from a supplier based outside K-Line. I mean, I guess as well as maybe 2 exclusivity contracts plus towels. Everything is we get from outside K-Land, and whatever we are getting from locally, that they have mentioned in a separate line, like individual salons contract with local small laundry businesses.
Okay, let's read it again. As well as the 2 exclusivity contracts for hair care products, DK sources towels from a supplier, as well as the actually, to me, it seems they are only talking about the uniforms which they are purchasing from outside K-Land. Okay, and those are internationally recognized brands which are selling in multiple countries, including K-Land. No, I actually, because this entire sentence, DKK sources outside K-Land. This only fits to DKK sources. Because it doesn't fit with the first sentence, with the first leg.
Correct.
Okay, so, but I think this information will not be even relevant. So whether these products are coming from where, it won't be relevant. Okay, because if we have to comment on sustainability, we can just use this information. That we are getting these uniforms from outside K-Land, it is not sustainable because of huge fuel cost, and secondly, it doesn't support our citizenship values. Okay, because we are not we are depriving the local businessmen of livelihood, of job opportunities. Okay, we are not giving any business to the local businessmen, so this is against our citizenship values as well. Okay, so the 2 exclusivity contracts are with whom or they're coming from where, it won't make a difference.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Okay, fine. So now comes the next one. See, right now we are just decoding. The prediction has not started yet. Okay, next is information systems in use of technology. A paper-based appointment booking system is used. A paper-based appointment booking system is still used in salons with appointments recorded in appointment books. Salons also maintain a computerized record for each of their clients, which details services that they have received in the past and the specific hair products used on their hair. Now, it's too bad. We should use CRM because these computerized records will not do any analysis for you. They won't make any reports or give you any insights. If you want a proper tool for client data storage, plus you want to engage with your customers, send them reminders, notifications, we should use CRM. So CRM is missing and we need, so there's CRM is expected. See, as per me, what I think, CRM is a question which can be tested. Talent management can be tested. Big data can be tested. Pendulum matrix. Pestle, Porter 5 forces, again, have a 50-50 chance. BCG matrix has a zero chance, almost zero chance of getting tested. Okay, so now let's start. Salons maintain manual records. Another question which is possible is, should we invest in inventory management softwares or not? So an expected question I would write here expected question on benefits of investing in inventory management softwares or e-procurement. Okay, e-procurement can also be tested. Now I'll just explain. Salons are maintaining, what are they maintaining? They are maintaining salons maintain manual records for inventory levels of retail products. Okay, salons maintain manual records for inventory levels of retail products. Retail products are hairstyling tools, hair care products. Hair care products are shampoos, conditioners, and hairstyling tools are dryers, brush, etc. So they are maintaining manual records for inventory levels of retail products, and they email the head office whenever they need inventory. They email the head office with inventory needed. Head office places retail product orders with suppliers as well as orders for branded uniforms, towels, and robes. Okay, fine. So basically, this part is centralized. This purchase system is centralized. Salons don't independently purchase their raw materials, but head office centrally purchases the raw materials for all the salons now, which is good. Okay, which is good. Why? Because they get bulk discount on bulk orders. Okay. But they should use inventory management softwares. Inventory management softwares will automatically detect that these raw materials have fallen below the reorder levels, and these will be automatically ordered by the software, and an automatic order will be placed by the software with the supplier. Automatic invoices, no, on the e-procurement software, the supplier will automatically upload the invoice, and via the e-procurement software, we click pay and the payment goes straight to the supplier's bank account. Okay, so no email exchanges or WhatsApp exchanges happen with the supplier. All the communication between the supplier and DKK happens on a single platform, on a single dashboard. So which makes it just streamlines the procurement process, makes it smooth, better, hassle-free. So the question is expected on inventory management software or e-procurement. Now, since we are not using any e-procurement or inventory management software, this increases the risk of stock out, and it is not eco-friendly. Now, why it's not eco-friendly? Because it uses paper. Okay, because of paper usage, excessive paper usage. Now we have DKK's website. DKK's website provides information about the company, about its ethos, service offerings, and its 50 salons. Retail products are not advertised on the website. Appointment booking cannot happen on the website. Teleconsultancy can be explored now. See, we provide consultancy to our clients who visit us. So this consultancy can probably be done on a remote basis. So teleconsultancy could be explored so that the customer can, get consultancy at least from the comfort of their home. But it doesn't matter much because anyways for the appointment, he has to come, right? So I don't know how relevant it is. Work from home is not an option, right? Work from home is something which hairdressers cannot get because it is a personalized service. Head office staff can definitely get some work from home options, flexi work options. We can also upload transformation videos, pictures, that is before and after videos and behind the scene videos, testimonials where the customers are giving feedback can again be uploaded on the website. Augmented reality applications can be used so that customers get a preview of how this color or hairstyle would look on them. We can advertise all the awards that our hairdressers have won. with the pics of our hairdressers to acknowledge the hairdressers and also attract clients. There is no functionality to book appointments or to purchase retail products online. Individual salons of DKK engage in social media activity on a limited basis and focus on highlighting their hairdressers and skills. Okay, fine. So what time? It's 8:24. Okay, we can continue. Now till here, do you have any questions, any suggestions or insights you want to share till this section?
It's earlier written in pre-seen that if we have a paper-based appointment system, that there is a risk of double appointment on a single slot. So that can be used as a benefit that whatever why technology is needed, why e-appointment is needed in
By
order.
e-procurement.
No, e-appointment is needed to reduce the double appointment, risk of double appointments.
Okay, so online appointment will help us in reducing no-shows. Okay, because then, if it is automated, like if it's recorded in some software, then the software will give some reminders to the client, so the clients won't forget about the appointment. They would not miss any appointment, which will reduce no-shows, and also double booking will also be avoided.
Yeah, because it's written earlier that in paper base sometimes receptionist mistakenly gives a single slot to two persons.
Yes.
So that can also be.
Yeah, so that is double booking. So double booking won't happen. System will reject na कि अगर system में let's say there's a hairdresser Mr. A. Mr. A is booked with a client from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So if the receptionist tries to give the same slot with the same hairdresser to another client, then the system will reject.
Correct. Correct.
Right. But obviously on papers you can always write anything that you want to write. You can triple book the slot also. Right. Okay. So we'll be doing the session for next 2-3 minutes. Okay, and then we'll end the session. But tomorrow's session would be a bit lengthier. Like it will run till from 4 till 9:30 or 10. Okay. So these are the risks. DKK maintains a risk register. The key risks on the register are as follows. We are facing a competition risk from existing and new businesses, lack of suitably skilled and experienced staff, lack of suitably skilled and experienced staff, damage to reputation, for example, from health and safety incidents, energy and water price volatility. Electricity prices can increase, water prices can increase. So this will increase our cost, right? And if you see the graph towards the end of the pre-seen, our costs have been rising and our operating profit margins have gone down. Then sustainability concerns of clients. Clients want us to use eco-friendly products. Availability and price of products supplied under the exclusivity contracts. These two suppliers who are providing us with these exclusive products, these products may become unavailable, scarcity, or the prices of these products may suddenly rise and we have to pay because these suppliers are very powerful. They have a high bargaining power. If they increase the prices, we have to pay them because these are international brands, right? And we are attracting clients because clients love the brands we are using. Okay, so we have to pay high prices to these suppliers, which will increase our cost again. And if given day these products are not available, then that again is another problem. We have to look for other suppliers, right? So these products may become unavailable or the prices may increase. That is again a problem for DKK. DKK is not using any social media, limited use of social media, which also means our visibility is low. We're not reaching a lot of people. So this is another risk. Okay. Now we have a last section, which is, we have website extracts and then we have the graphs. Okay. So we'll be taking this up tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. And I think all of you have you all joined the channel link which I've shared, the channel? Okay, I'll be sharing this document in the channel and I'll be, wait, let me paste it again. Yeah, I'm not able to do it. Can someone please repost the channel link?
Ma'am, I have reposted the same.
Okay, fine. And with the rest of you, the VGLD students, whoever had some questions in the beginning, I'll be connecting with you one-to-one. I think all of you have texted me, or okay, I'll post it in our VGLD specific channel. Okay, this is a public channel basically. Okay, fine. So we'll meet again tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll also continue with this. We'll first complete the pre-seen and then we'll do some questions and answers.
Ma'am, before we end the session, can you only just one question? Can you explain what's the risk, this damage to reputation? I didn't understand like
Which one?
that part. Under risks, there's a third point, damage to reputation.
From health and safety. For example, let's say we are straightening the hair of some client, right? Now we straighten using straighteners, right? And these straighteners are very hot, right? They use
Okay.
heat. So sometimes the client may get burnt.
Got
Or
it.
let's say we are coloring the hair of the client and then he lost a lot of hair immediately because there was an allergic reaction. So all of this can attract lawsuits for DKK.
Got it.
Clients may sue us. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So
And
you
also,
can
ma'am,
go
I've
through.
pinged
Yes.
you over WhatsApp. Well,
I'll text you back. I've received all of your messages. I'll text you back. Okay. And please join on time tomorrow. We'll be starting at 4, but tomorrow's session will run around 9:30 or 10.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
same as of today's.
Sorry, timings will stay the same, 4 p.m.
Ma'am, not the timings, but the joining link. Because
Joining
on the
link says the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Same joining link. Yeah. Okay, bye. Bye, everyone.
And ma'am, this PDF will be uploaded on LMS or channel?
It will be LMS also, and I'll share one-to-one also in the channel. In the channel, I'll share.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good night.
Welcome. Okay, bye. Good night.